أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم آمين يا رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم اجمع شامل المسلمين والكريستيان والأمة في مدينة دباو وسلم دائما مجتمعنا هذا بالسلم والأمن والتقدم في بلدنا هذا آمين يا رب العالمين ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you today to praise and worship you and give you thanks for all the things you continue to provide for ourselves and our families. Father, we humbly ask for forgiveness for all the times we have offended you, when we forget to acknowledge your presence in the image of our brothers and sisters, and for moments we fail to be good stewards of the blessings you have given us. Continue to guide and protect each one of us, Lord, that we may always walk in the lights of your everlasting love and mercy. Grant us, Father, with your comfort in times of distress and with your strength in times of weakness. Bestow upon us your unending grace and healing, that we may in turn become instruments of gentleness and compassion to others. We ask all this in the name of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, with the prayer and the intercession of our Blessed Mother. Amen.
Okay, good morning, Casio Nations. We are now live again on our 17th episode of this Casio Tech Technology Sessions spearheaded by Educational Technology Unit in partnership with the Educational Technology Unit of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Services. Today we'll be discussing another interesting topic about adapting to the new setting, technology-assisted mathematics activities for grades 9 to 11. So to formally start our program, let us have Sir Gab to introduce our speakers this morning. Good morning, Sir Gab.
Morning po. Nice seeing you again, Sir Bads.
Yeah. Kumusta po?
Okay naman po. Nakaka-adjust na tayo. Malapit na matapos yung first quarter eh.
Yeah, so bago tayo magsimula, sir, no, let's have some sharing muna ng ating mga experiences. Paano po ba ang ating nagiging klase and how will you assess your first quarter, especially ngayon na nasa new normal po tayo?
Siguro, sir, we're blessed lang po sa school namin sa Tenejeros kasi we really prepared before October 5. So, pagdating ng October 5, bigay lang kami ng study guides sa students. So, medyo nakaka-adjust na lahat. So, doing well sa lahat.
Yeah. So, ano yung pinaka naging modality natin sa school? Is it online distance learning with the use of different video conferencing apps, or we focus more on modular-based learning?
Sir, in our division po kasi modular po, distance learning po talaga lahat. So, we are finding ways naman po to augment that one po using different apps po. So,
yeah.
Okay pa.
So, it's a combination talaga. It's a blended learning approach, lalo na sa NCR. I think sa NCR talaga, we are combining the modular approach and the messenger classroom and
Yes,
then other
sir.
video conferencing applications. And I think halos lahat naman ay nakaka-adapt at nakakasunod sa mga pagbabago na nangyayari sa atin. Ito yan ang sabi natin, no? We are teachers, ano man yan, prepared tayo dyan. Caught unaware man tayo, but our school heads and the division officers were able to equip our teachers in preparation for this new normal. So, Sir Gab, di ko na papatagalin pa. So, let's all welcome again Sir Gab to introduce our speakers this morning.
Okay, thank you, Sir Bads. So, magandang umaga po sa lahat. So, today's discussion will focus on various interactive activities to make our math classes a fun learning experience for our teachers. So, our speakers for today will be sharing some game-like tasks. And take note of this. We are only not referring to one grade or two grades, but we are referring to three. So, game-like tasks for grades 9, 10, and 11 mathematics. So let us get to know our speakers for today's webinar. I am very much excited for this one because individually they are already exceptional. Pinagsama pa sila. So ito yung tinatawag na full pack session for all of us here. So let me start with Miss Esquilla. So Miss Esquilla is a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics Mathematics for Teachers alumna of Philippine Normal University. Presently, she is a Master of Arts in Teaching Mathematics of Eulogio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology and a teacher of Ninoy Aquino Senior High School from the Division of Malabon. In addition, she is also a regional demonstration teacher for statistics and practical research. After Ms. Esquilla, we will also be amazed with how Ms. Villena will try to teach us new techniques. So, Ms. Villena also holds a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics for Teachers degree from the Philippine Normal University. She is currently taking up Masters of Arts in Education, major in Mathematics at University of the Philippines, Diliman. She is also a regional demonstration teacher for statistics and probability and my colleague at Tenejeros National High School Division of Malabon City, handling different senior high school math subjects. It is my honor and my privilege for you to introduce the ever-competent and ever-reliable speakers for this fully packed session, Ms. Regine Mae Esquilla and Ms. Alyssa Dee Villena. Take it away, Ma'am Reg. And Ma'am Alay.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much, Sir Gab, for that introduction. So, good morning, fellow educators. For today, we prepared, sabi nga ni Sir Vargas, game-like tasks for you. So, we prepared 8 activities that hopefully can make your math classes interactive and can add element of fun on our respective classes. So, ma'am, baka pwede natin silang i-orient kung ano ba yung mga activities na prepare natin. Let's run through.
So, actually, ang heart namin dito sa hinanda namin is to share kung paano nga ba ang gagawin natin na magiging interesting yung math class natin kahit na through messenger siya, through any other platforms na meron tayo. So, while waiting for the PowerPoint, the title is actually Adapting to the New Setting, Technology-Assisted Mathematics Activity. So, I know there are many various platform na alam na natin, pero we focus actually on using this live. And also, nag-focus din kami na gamitin ang Google Slides and syempre ang ating emulator or Casio ClassWiz emulator. So, as we go along, you'll see na we have 8 activities. Namely, our overview is, first one is emoticon test, second one is domino, third one is mystery boxes, fourth one is bingo, fifth, say it with numbers, missing piece, case close, and crossword puzzle. So I know you're familiar with some of this titles. So alam niyo na kung ano yung domino, alam niyo na kung ano yung bingo. Pero somehow, we want to share kung paano siya gagawin in an easier way for you and for your students also. So, any additional, Ma'am Reg?
Alright, so I guess magsa-start tayo very soon. But we would be requesting you, if you don't have the emulator yet, please download our emulator, Casio ClassWiz 991EX emulator, for you to fully appreciate the discussion. Because later on, may mga certain parts that we'll be doing really workshop style. So we'll be giving you access sa Google Slides, like what Ma'am Alay said. Also, you can use rin naman your physical calculator if you have it. So without further ado, I guess we can start with the first activity, which is emoticon test. So emoticon...
Yes, ano pala, sorry. There will be prizes later. So make sure that you participate. Don't worry, we'll use the comment section below lang naman for this one.
Yes, so magko-comment po kami sa comment section nito, tapos pa-reply na lang kami doon ng mga magiging answers nyo all throughout the discussion. Because later, we will use a randomizer, isa rin sa mga feature ng calculator, for us to choose 3 winners. So, magbibigay po kami ng prize, simple prize para sa mga winners natin. Okay? So, let's start with emoticon test.
So, let's go.
Activity is actually very similar to a multiple choice type of examination. So, but instead of having the normal or the typical multiple choice that we have, we will be asking them to show or share their answers using emojis or emoticons. Even sa Messenger, pwede nyo po itong gamitin, dear teachers, because you can just type the questions and ask your learners to react. So, example like letter A, heart, letter B, and so on. Plus, madali nyo pang makikita yung summary ng results. So, diba, if you click that, maayos naman na siya. So, naka-organize na. So, let's start with the first question. Huwag muna tayong mag-math. Magkamustahan muna tayo for the first question para warm up lang din. And I'll start commenting also dun sa post. Doon na lang po kayo mag-reply.
Babantayan po namin yung comments under the DepEd EdTech unit po. So, I think we go to the first question, which is, which of the following emoticons best describe your current mood? So, syempre, smiley face if you feel great, sad face if not so good, in love face or face with hearts for so inspired, and the sleeping face if you just wanna rest. And so, nag-comment na po si Ma'am Reg doon sa comment section. Why don't you reply to that one? Then, let's see kung ano nga pa. Kamusta po ba kayo ngayon, diba? So, Ma'am Reg, kamusta ka naman?
Okay naman. Actually, syempre, I agree with Sir Vargas na medyo nakakapag-adjust na tayo ng konti, pero medyo nararamdaman pa rin natin na malaking adjustment talaga. You can comment, by the way po pala, sa normal post lang, but we would appreciate if you can reply dun sa comment po para mamaya dun po kami magse-select ng winners kasi because we will be using randomizer later. So para mabilis pong magbilang at magtingin ng mga comments ninyo. Anyway, I feel good. So I think mas appropriate sa akin yung happy face, yung feeling great. Medyo may mga struggles and difficulties, but still, diba, we praise God for everything na despite the pandemic, we can still feel yung provision, yung protection, and of course, kahit pa paano may mga good things pa rin naman na nangyayari sa atin this season. Ikaw, ma'am?
Ako, I'll choose you So Inspired because hindi naman ako in love or anything. Pero parang inspiring din to share something, di ba, sa mga teachers natin na sana magamit nila in their classroom talaga. So, yun, I'll choose So Inspired kasi na-inspire din ako sa mga nanonood at nagpa-participate talaga, di ba? Ayan. So, let's see yung comment section natin.
Yes, ayan, tinitingnan ko. Iba-iba yung mga feeling, karamihan. Happy naman, they feel great, and marami ding na-inspire. Bakit kaya sila inspired? So we hope you're inspired. Teach talaga and share your learning. Ayan, we see familiar faces. Thank you so much for sharing. Keep on answering lang. But again po, ulitin namin, okay lang naman na mag-comment kayo before that. Pero mas madali. Pero para mamaya for the prize, sana sa reply na lang po tayo sagot. Anyway, let's proceed. Punta na tayo sa medyo math content. Nabanggit kanina ni Sir Vargas during the introduction that we will be covering grades 9, 10, and 11. Selected topics, of course. Pero maghahalo din tayo ng iba pang topics. Okay? So let's have question number 2, ma'am.
So, for the review, actually, of the calculator itself, sana po ready na yung calculators nyo, yung emulator, if it is an emulator, or the physical one. So, you can actually use that one. So, for the question, or question number 2, we have this one. So, we have to solve for the summation of the square of the quantity 3 minus 2x from x is equal to 1 to 10. So, I know you're familiar. If you're familiar with the calculator, mismo, the function can be seen here. You can easily be seen here. So, lalabas ko po yung emulator natin. But for now, please comment po muna tayo. Yan. Ano po kaya answer dyan? Is it happy face, in love face, sad face, or sleepy face? Yan. May nakita na ako nagsagot.
Ayan. Alam naman namin, sobrang madali lang sa inyo yung ibang topics. So more of bibigay kami ng idea sa mga activities on how can we make it interactive, kung paano natin i-deliver yung content ng medyo different na atake naman for our learners. Though alam namin marami na rin kayong alam, but we hope you will get something from us this morning na magagamit niyo talaga for your respective life. Alright, so
yes. May comment na ba, Ma'am Reg? I think meron na may sagot.
Sige. Okay. I think it's easier. Thank you sa mga nag-comment, nagtatry po mag-answer. I think it's easier to see the answer using our emulator. So, ma'am, please show our emulator.
So we have the emulator here on our screen. So I'll show you the keylog so that you can be guided easily. And so there is the key that I'm pressing on, then ito yung pinaka-display niya. Mas malaking version lang kaysa dito sa screen dito sa calculator mismo. So first one, syempre, you can see the summation one under yung sa button ng on. So what you'll do is click shift, then X. So that way, we will have the summation. Then you input it na 3. One thing that you have to remember, kasi parenthesis na siya, you have to put another parenthesis there so that we can have the square of the quantity. So we have 3 minus 2x. Tapos, close parentheses, then you square it. And tapos, from 1 to 10. That way, we can have the answer as, and may nakita na ako mga answer eh. It's actually 970. So, tama po si Miss Shakira. Si Miss Shakira na tama yung sagot niya. It's sleepy face. Dapat sleepy face yung yung sagot niya, di ba?
Alright. So, let's have the next item.
Yes, let's go to the question number 2. Question number 3. I'm sorry. Yeah. For question number 3, Yeah, what is the equivalent value of 38 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
All right. So for 100.2 degree Fahrenheit, happy face, sad face for 100.4 degree Fahrenheit, 100.6 degree Fahrenheit, inspired or in love emoji, and the sleepy emoji for 100.8 degree Fahrenheit. So you can easily do it manually, but of course it will be easier for us to convert using our calculator. So yes, we can directly convert or do conversion using our calculators. But we'll give you a few seconds, I guess, to share your answers.
Yes, ang
Ayan.
clue lang dyan po is it's conversion, under conversion. So you can go actually shift it, diba? So, you'll find it there, then you look for it. Ano ba yan? Under, ano ba si Fahrenheit at saka si Celsius. So, ako kasi hindi ko kabisado kung paano convert. So, our calculator or the ClassWiz is very useful, diba? Very useful para ma-identify natin yung conversion. Especially kapag, it talks about science, diba? Physics and chemistry. Ayan.
Ayan, may mga type in
Marami
na
ng answer.
answers, oo. And merong iba-iba, pero tingnan natin, ma'am, ano ba talaga yung tamang answer. So, let's have our emulator. So, we will be using the conversion function. So, that would be shift number 8. So, that's convert. And then, hanapin natin yung temperature. So, arrow down. Then, 1 for temperature. Given Celsius, then we need to find the Fahrenheit equivalent. So we press 2, and the given value is 38. So press equal. So the answer is 100.4 degree Fahrenheit. So that's a sad face. So may mga nakakuha naman. Nakita natin.
Marami tama actually.
Ayan.
There are many
So,
correct answers there.
Parang sobrang easy lang sa kanila to. But we can proceed with the fourth question. Question number
Yes.
4.
You explore it kasi ang daming ng laman na conversion. So, we'll have the next one, the fourth one, which is question number 4 is about what is the value? Actually, we're talking about constant. What's the constant for one atmosphere, standard atmosphere? Yan, in Pascal's po siya. Tapos, ginagamit siya, I think physics ba to? I think it's physics. Standard atmosphere kasi siya. So, we're talking about the constant value of one atmosphere. One standard atmosphere. So, what do you think? Sino kaya yung makasagot? I think mga science teacher, alam niyo to. Ayan. Ano nga ba equivalent sa one atmosphere? Yan. Ma'am Reg, ano favorite constant mo? May favorite constant ka ba?
Friends ko. Friends ko. Kayo. Kayo yung favorite constant ko.
Tao pala, hindi pala number.
Hindi number.
Siyempre sa math, ang gagamitin na constant is yung pi natin, di ba? Parang kasi value pi, 3.14, sure ba?
Yung pinakagamitin yata yun or pinaka-popular sa atin.
Pero masaya din ang gravity, di ba? Tapos kung hindi nyo maalala siya, don't you worry about it. Kasi we have a way to see it using our calculator. Ayan, thank you kay Ma'am Shakira, very very participative. Ayan, si Ma'am Malu. Lagi sumasagot.
So, pakita
More
na
chances
natin
of winning.
I think we can show it.
Ayan, so for constant, we use shift 7. So there are different constant numbers there. The universal, electromagnetic, more or less, di ba? Kung malabo, am I speaking Greek ka? Di ba sabi nila? Kasi ginagamit talaga siya sa sciences. And the one atmosphere is under adopted values pa. Tama ba? Adopted values. So it's number 2. Pakita niyo ito, ATM, atmosphere. So it's actually equal to 2 equal. Yan. So 101,325, which is sad face. Ayan. Maraming pala sumagot ng sad face. The answer is sad face there. Yun. So, constant is actually useful pag hindi nyo naalala kung ano yung constant number niya, diba? So, you can go back and use it sa science, like kahit science class man yan. Or nakapagturo ka ng science class, hindi nyo maalala. Then go and use it, diba? So, let's go to question number 5. For question number 5, ito, useful to pag nag-tutor kayo ng elementary students. Kahit yung mga elementary teachers, you can use this one. What are the prime factors of 2020?
Of course, we have ways to do it manually, but we can also use or utilize technology such as emulator or physical calculators to solve this one. So prime factors of 2020, please share us your answers by responding with different emojis. Okay, so I believe meron ding former discussions that somehow shared how we're going to do it. So if nasubaybayan niyo po lahat ng sessions ng Casio MathTech Day, so baka familiar na kayo sa feature na to. But we will show rin sa inyo today. So for our emulator, first you have to type the given value, which is 2020, then press equal sign. Alright, and then to get the factors, prime factors, so shift, fact, yung nasa degree, minutes, second na key, and there you go, lalabas ang prime factor. So 2 squared, but it can be 2 times 2 times 5 times 100. So yun ang ating prime factor. So ang tamang sagot ay ang in love emoji. Right, let's proceed with question number 6, ma'am.
So, let's have question number 6. For question number 6, ito, for ICT, yung mga nag-ICT, major na ICT, what is the decimal value conversion of the binary number 1011 010111? So, we have the choices, Smiley 725, In Love 727, Sad Face 726, and Sleepy Face 720.
Medyo mahaba kasi yung process no ng pagko-convert manually ng decimal to binary or vice versa. Pero papapadali natin yan later using technology.
This is actually one function of our calculator. As in, major function siya. You can find it under menu. Sige, yun yung clue doon. You can find it under menu. Then, you explore it. You'll find it na paano nga ba mag-convert ito. I think we have answered. Ayan, may answers na sila.
Yes,
So,
sila.
I think we can show it now. So, first one, move ko lang to ha, para makita natin number. So, I'll go to menu. Tapos, makikita niyo po yung word na base N. Number 3 or simply menu 3. So, base N is actually talking about different bases. So, we have the decimal there, we have binary there. Dito sa part na to, itong color blue. Diba? Ayan. So, 10110101 is actually under binary. So, I have to press on log para maging binary siya. Makita niyo siya sa screen. Binary. Then, I will input it. So, 0111010111. So, that way, equal sign po ako. Then, I'll put it in decimal, in BEC, or yung x raised to 2. That way, it will give you the decimal number, which is 727. So, you can explore it. Pwede naman siya na binary to decimal, decimal to binary, and yung ibang options na meron tayo dyan. So, the answer there is the in love phase. Ayan. So, sa mga nanonood, in love phase dapat yung sagot. Ayan, puro in love phase naman pala. So, next one.
I think this is the last one. Yes, last item for this activity. And sobrang thank you rin po for those who are participating. So, let's have the last question, question number 7. Mag-start naman.
Question number 7. Question number 7 is getting the mean. So, what is the value of the mean of this set? 13, 9, 8, 11, and 12. I know you're familiar with this kasi di ba nagkaroon na tayo ng series about statistics. So, sana po alam nyo at natatandaan nyo kung paano kinukuha na mabilisan yung mean yan. Though, I know that it's ungroup data and dire-diretso naman po siya. Somehow, sana po maalala natin. Ano nga ba yung function ni calculator na involved yan.
Okay, may pinapa-shoutout si Sir Joel. So, hello po kay Miss Jana and Miss Myra. Ayan, good
Hello
morning
po.
po. Ayan, alam ko mabilis nga lang talaga sa inyo to isolve, especially ungroup yung data. Pero kapag mas maraming values, pwede na rin naman natin, it's easier to use the statistics feature. So let's show it to them kung paano ba ginagawa. So we will be choosing menu, then number 6 for statistics.
Menu 6. Then,
okay, and then one variable, so press 1.
tabi ko lang po yung calculator natin so that we can type kung ano yung mga numbers natin. So we have here 13. Tama pag-type. 13 equal sign, 9 equal sign, 8 equal sign, then 11 equal sign, then 12.
Ah, 12 equals.
Tapos,
Okay. And then we will go with option o OPTN na key. Malapit po yun sa may shift. So, please press that one. And then, let's have number 3, one variable calculation. So, makikita nyo, maraming values dyan. So, hindi lang mean yung makukuha nyo, variance, standard deviation, median, the value of n, lahat yun makikita nyo siya. So, very practical, very easy to use siya, and talaga, it will save time. Especially if we are double-checking our answers, yung mga manual computation, para mas madali. Okay, so the correct answer for this one, the value of the mean is 10.6. So that's the inspired emoticon. Okay, or the in love emoticon pala. Ayan, so that's the answer. So that ends our first activity for this morning. We can have the second one. But for that one, we will be sharing with you a link. So, ma'am, proceed tayo sa second one.
Ma'am Reg will post a link on the comment section. Please access it. There are two files that we will be using. The first one is actually a Google slide, and the second one is a PowerPoint presentation, a PowerPoint show na po siya. So, sabihin din nyo na-access yung background behind that. So, please access that one so that we can answer with us para malaman nyo rin kung paano siya ginagawa and paano siya gagawin sa mga bata and how will the student explore it. So, the second activity is about domino. Ayan. Kung nakita nyo po yung mystery box and share lang ni Ma'am Reg. So, just copy and paste yung mystery box muna. Tapos, open it in another browser. Then, yung case close, i-open nyo again sa another browser. So, as we go along, sasabihin po namin sa inyo kung ano yung activity na gagawin natin. Then, that will be yung bubuksan nyo or dapat naka-access kayo. So, in this case, we will do the domino. So, let's go to yung https bit.ly/domino and puzzle. Nasa ano po siya? Nasa comment section po siya. So, open it in another browser or you can download it actually. Pwede nyo siya i-download and open your PowerPoint. So, domino is, I think, somehow once in your lifetime nakalaro kayo ng domino. So, domino is about connecting equal, di ba? Equal numbers of dots na meron tayo. So, ganun lang yung idea niya. That's why I can say that this activity is flexible, di ba, sa mga estudyante. If you think of a topic within your scope, nakita nyo, very useful pala ang domino. We have experience doing this one. Personally, na-experience ko siya sa calculus that time. I forget kung anong particular topic, pero I use it during calculus time. And nakakatawa lang kasi paminsan natatalanta yung bata. So, when they see it, so natatalanta sila kasi hindi nila alam kung ano yung magka-connect. Tapos, more or less, we will be talking about logarithm kasi this time. So, Ma'am Resh, ano pa po ang kailangan natin about the domino?
Okay, so we'll be showing the slide containing the dominals. For the sake of discussion, para magka-idea lang po kayo for the activity, only provide 7 domino tiles. Pero in real life, kapag in-execute po namin to sa classes namin before sa prior to the pandemic season, we really provide lots. So around 12 to 15 domino tiles. And then medyo flexible nga po to. You can choose different activities. Pwede rin po to sa solving rational equations, solving polynomial functions. So marami siyang pwedeng values. But for our discussion this morning, we will be using logarithm. Actually, nagawa na rin namin to sa classes namin before and even in some of our trainings. This can be an introductory activity bago natin i-present yung mga properties ng logarithm. So instead of just listing the properties, maybe we can have a game, domino, and then later on process the activity. Tapos makikita nila, ay, oo nga, may ganitong parang so-called pattern na mas madali nilang ma-recognize after doing the activity. Ma-experience muna nila. So, we will start with the orange tile. And then, magpa-find tayo ng connected sa kanya. Siyempre, ang clue dyan, same sila ng base. So, for this one, 5 and 2 lang yung ginamit namin na base. So, pwede pa kayong mag-comment din naman if medyo alanganin kayo to explore. It's better to explore using the Google slide. Pero kung gusto nyo mag-comment lang, pwede kayong mag-share na answer sa comment section of this post. You just have to say like, B
The
part,
color.
nakahati sila of the orange tile to the ganitong side. Okay? So, we'll give some time, use some time to answer or to get it, to get the all possible combinations or pairing for this activity.
If you're
Next,
exploring the Google slide, I think you can have it screenshot. Sabihin ko, tapos na po kayo, you can screenshot, have a screenshot. Tapos, i-post nyo din po sa comment section. I think, okay lang din naman po. Para po malaman namin na, nagpa-participate sila or somehow, nagawa niyo po siya. I know na you have an idea kung saan ko i-connect si log 6, diba? Log 6 base 5 plus log 11 base 5. Ngayon, sa bata po kasi, remember, sabi ni Ma'am Reg, this is a preliminary activity or let's say motivation part siya. So, somehow, wala pa idea si bata. Yung idea ka na log, medyo shaken na sila. So, paano pa kaya when we talk about the properties? So, ang ginagawa namin dito is actually, when we present it, is we use the calculator mismo. So, what they do is, they compute for it. Ang gagawin po nila is, they use this log part. So, I'll go back to computer first and computation first. So, we have the log part here, log. So, 5 base 5, tapos 6 base 5, plus log, may background music kasi ako, sorry, log 5 or log 11 base 5. So, pag nakuha po nila to, they will write it down. Nahilig po nila, write nila down, para maalala nila, yung log 6 log 6 plus log 11 base 5, ang sagot doon is 2.0603. Tapos, they will find another tile na may same na answer. So, they will find it here. Tapos, ma-realize nila, maganda kasi dito, after that one, ipapakita sa inyo ni Ma'am Rex later kung paano nyo i-drive home na maintindihan niya yung yung concept behind this one. So, syempre, obviously, if you're teaching this one, or kung di naman kayo teach, you can actually, tandaan nyo na 2.0603 siya, tapos isulat nyo po. Then, I'll compute for, one clue here is that they have the same base. So, hanapin ko, sino ba yung kaparehas niya na may 5 din na base. So, ito kapitin ko yung may 5 din na base. Baka log 8 o 8 base 5. Maybe I'll do that one. Hala, hindi sila parehas. 1.29 to, hindi siya 2.308. So, I'll go back sa, maybe ito, log 66 base 5. Mali ako ng time. Ayan, log 66 base 5. Which is the same as 2.603. So, I know now na kailangan ko siyang ikabit dito. Now, the good thing about domino tiles is that na-explore din nila yung visual spatial strength nila. Why? Kasi they can do it this way, tuloy-tuloy. Ang yun ang hilig ng bata. Nakalinya lang. Meron namang bata kasi na gusto nila nakababa. Diba? Kasi pag hindi kasya sa mesa nila, syempre, pinatagilid pa nila yan, and so on. So, in this case kasi, kapag naka-Google slide kayo, they can explore it eventually. Then, they can resize it if they want to. Ayan.
Yeah, so iba-iba lang yung magiging result ng figure. Iba-iba lang yung itsura, yung pagkakaayos ng domino tiles. Pero they can arrive with the same answer kapag tama yung pairing na ginawa nila. So I guess while some are trying, medyo mag-reveal tayo ng ilang answers. We really hope also you're really trying sa Google Slide para mas may feel, may vibe yung pag-answer. So, ayan. Sige, ma'am. Ano ba yung next natin na i-connect sa blue tile letter B?
Yan. One surprising thing about the students is pag nakita niya nag-check kayo, and based sa experience namin ni Ma'am Reg, nagtataka sila, Ma'am, bakit ang bilis niyo malaman na na yan yung answer dito sa given na to? So, it's actually na meron? Bakit ganon? Tapos, dahil curious sila, interested din sila malaman, ano ba meron doon sa ginagawa nila, ma'am, na alam nila, titignan lang nila, alam na nila yung sagot. Diba? So, ayun, you can also use the calculator and find it. Pero, I think we can reveal the answer, Ma'am Reg. Okay lang ba?
Sige. Mag-process na po tayo. So, after that, kapag na-check nyo na po yung mga tiles, usually we do it by group para mas mabilis at saka mas nakakapag-help, mas nahi-help nila yung isa't isa. Okay? So, after that, ipaprocess natin yung activity. So, we will be showing the summary of the answers. Kagaya po nito. Sige, let's show the slide.
Gusto lang po. Yan. So, eventually, they will connect all of this. Then, you'll check it one by one. Depende sa grupo po. Then, you'll go to the summary. Make sure that you show the summary para maalaman nyo kung paano siya i-discuss and paano siya ma-identify para tumatak sa estudyante na, uy, tama nga yun. Ayan. Sige, Ma'am Reg.
Ayan. So, pagdating sa summary, maganda na pag sunod-sunurin natin yung medyo magkakalapit. So, example, 1 and 2, product to. So, 6. Ayan. As long as they have the same base, so 6 times 11 will give you 66. But by definition, ang makikita natin sa other side, the operation ay addition. Pero actually, this is a product property. And then for the quotient, that's for 18, by the way, we have power also for number 2. So, magiging exponent yung 2. Kaya that would give you 3 squared, which is equal to 9 times 2, that's 18. Then 3 and 4, that would be quotient. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 54 divided by 6 is 9. And then power naman po na property yung nasa dulo. So 2 cubed is 8 and 6 squared is 36. So here you can just throw questions for them to arrive to those conclusions. So what have you observed, or look at the patterns or forms, or somehow what's common about items numbers 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and so on, so on. So it's better to give lots of examples at the same time yung may parang mix and match, quote unquote, kagaya nung number 2 na merong power, merong product, para naman mas ma-realize ng mga bata, pwede naman palang sama-sama, pwede naman palang ganito, ganyan. So I guess this is much interactive ng konti kesa i-present lang natin, this is the product rule, ito example of quotient as property, product, quotient, property, and then power, tapos ito yung mga examples, tapos practice exercises tayo. So here, they move, at the same time, sila yung nag-iisip kung ano nga ba yung possible conclusions that they can derive from the activity. So, mas involve yung mga learners natin. So, you find this activity better and useful. And again, flexible. So, maraming topics na pwede gamitin for this one. Ganyan. Okay? So, let's have the next activity, ma'am.
Yes, very useful actually yung domino kasi it's the way you question the students para malaman nyo din, matanggal din yung misconception nila. Remember, ang common misconception dito is let's say log 6 tapos log 11 times log 11. Ginagawa nila log 60 plus 6. So, namamali sila ng properties. I think is this one thing na ma-drill sa nila na, this is the concept. This is the concept. If you remember yung domino na ginawa niyo, ito yung concept na meron siya. Then, yun nga, very flexible kasi you can use it with other topics that you can think of. So, for the next one, thank you for continuously participating. Again, meron po tayong link na nilagay sa comments. You can open it and it's yours naman na. Sabihin, sa inyong kopya na po yung Google slide na yun. You can use it, you can edit it. Tapos, you can also explore. So, the next one is about mystery boxes. So, if you're familiar with differentiated activity, so somehow differentiated siya in a case or in a process na magkakaiba na siyasagutan yung mga bata. Kasi there are times na super you want or you really want to discuss everything, every problem na mag-exist dun sa topic mo. And that's the problem kasi hindi naman enough yung time mo. So sometimes you do task cards or task sheets per group. So mayroong group na gagawin itong problem na to, may group na gagawin itong problem na to, mayroong group na gagawin yung other problem. So if you look at the yung sa mystery box, ayan, yung mystery box na HTTPS, that's bit.ly, box bingo case, you'll find that there is the part na mystery box doon. So this time, what is this task sheet? What does this task sheet look like sa new normal? So we go through this one. Ayan. So our topic or the topic that we chose for this one is solving polynomial equations. I know that solving polynomial equations kasama si grade 9 din dito, di ba? So pati quadratic. So to the aid of the calculator also, paano nga ba natin si-solve yung polynomial equations natin or getting the zeros, getting the roots. So Ma'am Reg, ano gusto mong sagutan muna natin for this one?
Start tayo sa letter C.
Yan.
Ayan.
So, we open letter C. So, depende po sa inyo. You may tala so, group 1, ano gusto mong item or anong letter gusto mong box. So, yan. In this case, letter C. So, let's see kung paano siya solve using the calculator. Ayan. I know that you know the answer already kasi di ba 2x squared minus 3x minus 20 siya. So, if you have a calculator, I think you're familiar with this. I remember myself na binili ko yung calculator nung high school ako dahil alam ko may ganito siya. Alam ko meron siyang equation. Very useful lang calculator sa akin nung high school ako, nung college. Kasi ito lagi kong ginagamit. So, looking back, paano nga ba siya ginagawa? So, you can have the menu. Tapos, punta ka sa letter A or simply the equation or function. Tapos, you go to polynomial. Then, syempre, degree niya is 2. So, nung old na version na calculator ko, hanggang square lang talaga siya. So, I think it's square or cube. Basta ganon. Pero square lang talaga yung nagkamit ko that time. So, when we talk about square, so, that's square ang degree niya. So, 2. Then, di ba, ax squared plus bx plus c. So, we have 2 as a. Then, our b is, because it's minus 3, we use negative 3. Then, because our last number, or the constant there is minus 20, so negative 20. So, this will give you equal sign. Then, this will give you the root. So, x of 1 daw is 4. Then, x of 2 is negative 5 halves. Yan. So, 5 over 2. I think you can use this one. Kung meron kayong calculator with you, you can try the next one. Sabi ko sa inyo, may prize po kapag sumasagot kayo. So, I hope that you're participating. Ayan, may sumagot niya. So, let's have the next one. Anong letter tayo ngayon, Ma'am Reg?
Letter D. Try naman natin yung letter D, Ma'am Alay. So
let's
that's
try
6x cubed minus 13x squared plus x plus 2. So, is equal to 0. So, same function lang po. And then, ngayon, we will be having na ang degree natin ay 3. So, for the first value, we'll encode 6. Sabayan na po namin kayo sa calculator.
Wait lang po. Yan. So, sorry, nakatakip pala.
Yeah, polynomial.
So, we have polynomial. So,
yes, degree 3. Okay, so choose 3. And then, first value is 6, equal sign. And then, for the second value, we have negative 13, equal sign. For the third value, that's 1. And for the last value, it's positive 2. And then, yan. So, okay, so we already have the value. So, syempre, x cubed, we're expecting 3 values. So, we have 1/2, 2, and negative 1/3 for this item. Okay? So, yun na yung tatlong values na meron tayo. We know, madali lang din po sa inyo yung pag-solve ng ganito manually. Pero, it's also easy to do this. And most of the time, di ba, kapag problem solving naman na talaga, real life situation, okay din na mapabilis yung, mas speed up yung computation using the assistance of technology. So, there we have it. I think we can also reveal the other two items, ma'am. Mystery box A and B. Okay, so pwede rin to sa problem solving. Ito kahit anong topic sa math na madalas pwede tong activity na to. Especially kapag nagbibigay kasi tayo ng problems, let's say nakahilera dyan yung 4 or 5 problems, tapos pilian kapag iba-iba yung sasagutan ng per group. Minsan, di ba, may mga students na pag mahaba yung problem, feeling nila mahirap na kagad. Or meron namang learners na, gusto nila, nag-group natin sila na itong set of learners natin, mas gusto nito yung challenging na items. Tapos ito, medyo average lang, chill lang itong mga learners na to. So, pwede rin naman yun. You indicate task cards before or you give them task cards sa mga ganong instances. So, this time, dahil wala na tayong printed na task cards, dahil sa situation natin ngayon, maybe you can use this one for your classes. Ma'am, may idadagdag po ba tayo?
Yan, true yun. Kasi this is useful dun sa normal setup natin. And I think it will be more useful sa new normal natin. Kasi, yun nga, parang it helps naman kasi na iba-iba din. Yung na-explore nila na mga problem solving, iba-iba rin yung na-explore nila na kailangan nila sagutan. Diba? So, nagkakaroon din sila ng responsibility na, kailangan ko sagutan to kasi ito yung naka-assign sa amin, ito yung share namin sa klase. Parang yun yung something na values na ano sa kanila, na i-improve sa kanila, di ba? So, I think we can move on. Or any addition, Reg? Or additional...
Meron lang thank you for those who are sharing their answers sa comment section. Tapos may nakita akong comment, sa PowerPoint lang ba ginagawa? Yes po, lahat ng activity namin sa PowerPoint lang po namin ginagawa. Wala po kaming ginamit na ibang software or something. PowerPoint, and then yung calculator po na nakikita nyo sa screen is our emulator. You can have the trial version naman. Okay, so let's continue with the next part of this discussion. So,
ito masaya. I think this is fun. Bingo. Let's have fun with bingo. So, I hope you participate kasi ano naman siya, kaya nyo naman to. Kaya lang, you need a calculator this time, di ba? So, our bingo, you're familiar with bingo, right? So, meron tayong, wala pala tayong pattern, Ma'am Reg. Anong pattern pala natin?
Bigay natin yung diagonal. Yung first number sa column B, second number sa column I, yung bonus slot for column N, fourth number for column C, and the fifth value for column O. So, ito, you can have screenshot ng lahat ng cards and then tantos-tantos ko kayo later. You can choose kung ano yung feeling nyo winning card for that one. And then, pero dito po, we suggest para mas makontrol natin yung number of items na kailangang i-prepare. And yung time, magbigay kayo ng prepared na bingo card. So, pero kapag medyo marami yung time and marami kayong items na pwedeng sagutan, pwede naman po kayo na pag-allow sa students. So, okay, ito, blank cards, pwede ninyong lagyan. Pwede ninyong lagyan ng numbers, basta meron lang range na for B1 to 15 and so on. Okay, so...
Clarify ko lang, Ma'am Reg. Ayan, clarify ko lang again, ha. Ang pattern po natin, ha. Ito. Kasi hindi pala nalagay yung pattern. Ayan. So, yung first number sa B, yung second number sa I, tapos yung free space naman sa N. Sa G, yung second to the last, the fourth one, then O na last one. So, yan lang po hanapin natin. And the topic is about trigonometric arc sine, inverse trigonometric. Tama ba ako?
Ratios. Okay. So, pwede rin dito iba-ibang topic. Before ni-run namin to sa calculus, no? Sa isang isang seminar before. So, tapos yung trigonometric ratios, parang the boat is sinking yung game namin before. So, hanapin nila kung sino yung mga kasama nila for certain angle. But for this
excited sumigaw. Tama ba ako? Excited sumigaw ang bata. Excited sa bigong bata ng bingo. Yun ang matatawa kayo sa kanila. Kaya lang ngayon, wala tayong audience na may voice. So, pag naka-bingo po kayo, lagay nyo lang sa comment section bingo. Tapos anong kulay yung bingo card na kinuha nyo, di ba?
Okay. Merong mananalo dyan. Okay? Pero syempre, dahil hindi natin masyadong ipapamigay, hindi tayo magdodraw lang ng number or ng isang peraso out of a certain battle, di ba? Parang sa normal na bingo. But we will be solving. Tapos, answer doon, yun po yung mga numbers that they will cross out dun sa bingo cards nila. So, let's have this one. Item number 1. Again, trigonometric ratios. So, ang given are the 6 trigonometric ratios for a certain angle. Yung angle, yung answer, yun po ang mag-i-cross out natin sa bingo cards. By the way, a few reminders, some angles have the same values for certain trigonometric ratios but are placed in different quadrants. Siyempre, yung mga kapartner nila, magkakaiba, but certain elements possible parehas. Sine 30 degrees is the same with sine 150 degrees. And yung given namin are rounded off values. So please consider rounding off your answers to the nearest integer. Okay, let's have the first item. So here are the 6 trigonometric ratios. So let's find the angle. So sine.
Ma'am Reg, first question, kailangan ko bang computein lahat yan? Kasi 6 yan, Ma'am Reg. Kailangan bang computein siya lahat para makuha yung angle?
Yes, karamihan na gagawin ng bata dito, pipili lang sila ng iba or pipili lang sila ng ilan. But we suggest to ask them to do the whole computation for them to be very sure. But later on, yung first item po natin, first value natin, we will compute everything. But for the sake of the discussion later, pili na lang din tayo randomly. Pwede rin naman na ganun, iba-iba yung maging strategy nyo or for this one para mas mabilis din kayo. So, depende na lang po yan sa inyo. But later, bibigyan din namin kayo ng tip kung paano mag-prepare ng questions nang hindi naman tayo mahihirapan at hindi tayo nagpo-compute ng paisa-isa talaga manually. Mm-hmm. So, or even mag-calcu pero paisa-isang encode, medyo padaliin natin yung buhay later. So, we can easily use the arc versions like arcsine, arccosine, and arctangent to get the values sa first 3. Pero medyo complicated yung cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Or hindi siya directly nakikita sa mga calculators. But of course, we will find ways naman to do that. Like, associated naman siya dun sa first 3. So, yung sine, cosecant, cosine, secant, tangent, cotangent. Related naman sila. I'm sure I'm aware kayo at familiar kayo sa possible relations. So, later, we're going to use that idea. For this time, magsimula tayo sa madali, yung derecho arc sine. So, normal calculation lang po muna tayo, menu number 1. And then, arc sine, so shift, then press sine. And then, let's encode the value, which is 0.3420. Okay, and then equal sign. So we have 19.99, 87, and so on. So sabi kanina, consider rounding off to the nearest integer. So we'll have 20. Let's have cosine, arc cosine of 0.939. So that's still 20, di ba? Pag ni-round off natin sa integer. And the last one for arc tangent is 0.3640. That would also give us 20. So, dyan pa lang, alam na ba, ay, 20 yung sagot. Okay lang naman po yan. Mm-hmm. But please let us also show you kung paano naman natin kukunin si secant, cosecant, and cotangent. We will be using the shift solve feature. So, clear lang po muna natin yung ating mga calculators. And then, of course, we know that cosecant is connected or the reciprocal of associated with sine. So, let's have that one. 1 over sine x. Gamitin nyo po yung x under on. So, and then, pa-arrow. Okay. equal sign. Not the ordinary equal sign, the one in pink print. So that's alpha calc. Okay, and then we encode the value, which is 2.9238.
Don't press equal sign.
Opo, wag din equal sign. Gagamitin din natin ay shift solve. So, shift calc po ulit. Okay, there you go.
Equal
So,
sign.
ayan. Saka tayo mag-equal sign. So, 20 pa rin naman. You can also do the same thing for secant. Gagamitin naman po natin ang concept ng, ang gagamitin naman po natin ay cosine. So, 1 over cosine x.
I think we can do that one sa sunod na ano natin. Sunod na item.
Yeah, let's
Yan. So, we confirmed naman na 20 ang angle natin dito. So, our first number in bingo is 20. So, kung may 20 kayo sa bingo card nyo, tantusan na po yung 20.
Ayan. Siyempre, wala pang pupuro dyan. Kasi number 1 pa lang. Sige, let's have the second one. And then, sige ma'am, sagutan natin yung sine, secant, at cotangent ng second item.
Yes.
Okay? So, this
So,
one.
kung ano yung tinura kanina, di ba, sine, cosine, and tangent is direct to the point kasi nakalagay naman po siya sa function talaga na nasa taas nung nitong sine, cosine, tangent natin. So, we have arc sine. For me to get the value of the angle or the angle that gives me 0.7771, I have to input arc sine, then 0.7771, and that will give me 50.995 or simply 51 kasi naka-round off po tayo para maging whole number siya, 51. Just confirm it. Paano kapag gusto kong gawin ang secant at saka cotangent? So, ano sinabi ni Ma'am Resh? You can use the solve. Yan. Marami po kasi dahil nag-solve, nag-equal sign kayo, mag-error po siya. So, nakakapagod i-type. So, ingat lang po. So, we have 1 over, ano ba ang reciprocal ni secant? Diba? Cosine. So, we have the cosine function here, cosine x. Yan, the variable x, then equal to, sinasabi natin, equal si 1 over cosine x k 1.1.589p. So, if they are equal, ano kaya ang value ni x? That's why we use shift calc, which is solve. Then, equal sign, hindi po yan agad ha, kasi yan ay yung nakastore na value ni x. So, I'll press equal sign. That will give me 50.9995 or simply 51 when rounded off. The same goes with tangent. Cotangent. Ang reciprocal niya is tangent. So, I'll have the reciprocal na 1 over tangent x, close parentheses. Then sabi natin, ma'am, yung cotangent niya kasi equal siya. So, alpha calc, para maging equal sign siya, equal daw siya sa 0.8098. Ano kayang angle yung gagamitin ko for this? Yan. So, I'll have it be equal sign. Shift calc pa rin. That will give me 50.999. That confirms us na ang sagot dito ay 51 degrees. So, pakitantasan po sa bingo card nyo. For those who have difficulty sa mamaya kasi iba yung lumalabas. Baka sabihin nyo, ma'am, for fraction lumalabas. Please remember that you have the setup mode. Kailangan po ma-confirm nyo po na letter D ito. Nakita nyo po ba yun sa screen? This is letter D as in degree kasi we're talking about degree here. So, kung radians yan or other things, you go to setup. So, shift setup number 2. So, that will give us angle unit. Tapos, mamili lang po kayo, degree, radian. So, syempre, we're talking about degree. So, you press 1 para maging letter D siya or degree. So, again, ang first number natin, 20. Second number natin is 51.
Okay, I think we can have sa third one or we can just throw the answers, ma'am.
I think we can, sige, hintayin natin sila. Mag-compute po kayo, di ba? Ano kaya ang cosine na 9.455? So, cosine gagawin ko para direct to the point. And so, we have shift, cosine para arc sine siya. So, 9.455. And that will give us an angle of 19.00. Tama ba? 19 to ang sagot. Tingnan natin po 19 degrees. That's correct. So, pakitantosan na. May namumuno na ba? Sabihin ko kayo. Yan. Let's go to the next one. Yan 20, 51, 19. For the next one, ayan. Anyone po sa comment section? Ano po ang angle natin?
Subukan natin na lang din, ma'am, ang tangent for this one. Oo. Para may variation po tayo ng nasusolve. Pero, ayun din po, if you have enough time, okay din na ipasolve talaga sa kanila lahat. So, before, napapasolve namin lahat kasi ito yung ginawa naming Booty Syncing. So, bawat bata may strip na value, tapos hanapin nila yung mga kagrupo nila for that certain angle. So, yun. Our angle is 7 degrees. Ayan, pakitantosan kung sino po ang mga merong 7 degrees. Alright, so we can move forward, I think.
So we'll reveal the answers by now para po somehow I think you can go back to the replay naman po kung if you really want to try it out with the calculator. Pero we'll reveal, I think it's fine na we reveal para malaman nyo rin po paano nga ba gagawin to in an easier way. How can we have the bingo card na mas madali para sa inyo? So the next one is 4 degrees. Then, we have, kasi may delay yung comments kaya nahihirapan ako. 50. Diba?
Ay. Pero thank you po sa mga nagko-comment. Nakikita namin, nagko-comment din kayo ng answers. Medyo, di namin alam ko sa internet connection, kaya medyo nagkakaroon ng konting delay. Ayan.
Hindi namin nababasa agad yung comment. Next one, I think, last na ba to? Bingo na ba? Hindi ko matanda kung bingo na
Bingo meron na. Sige, last one.
Last one. Mag-say lang po kayo kung bingo na kayo, ha? 70 degrees.
Pwede nyo pong i-screenshot na lang or sabihin sa comment section kung ano yung color ng card na nagpa-bingo sa inyo. Okay? So, please, ma'am, can we show them the summary? Let's show them the summary, no? Okay, so as teachers, ito yung i-prepare natin. Like what we said earlier, it's good if you already prepared the bingo card so that alam nyo na may mananalo. Parang malalaman na lang kung sino yung nakakuha ng card na yon. Pero maganda din dito, meron tayong backup plan. Kasi sometimes, especially if you allow them to solve, may ma-overlook sila or may mamamali sila ng solve. So meron ka sanang 3 or 2 na winning cards para may backup plan ka. Anyway, medyo tasky siya i-prepare kahit nakakalcu pa tayo. Kung pipindutin natin isa-isa like sine of 20 degrees, cosine of 20 degrees, tangent of 20 degrees, and so on. And then, tatapusin mo yan siya. So, for me, ang gusto kong lumabas na answers ay 20, 51, 19, 7, 4, 52, and 70. But there's an easier way to prepare the given values using the spreadsheet function. So, again, we will go to the menu of our calculators. And then, hanapin natin si spreadsheet. That's number 8. So, okay.
Yan, Ma'am Rez, spreadsheet is very useful lalo na sa business math natin. If you're familiar with amortization table, super useful niya. If you're familiar with Excel, it is how it works. Ayan. So, Ma'am Rez will feature kung paano nga ba siya ginagawa.
Opo. So, very good siya na feature ng calculator kasi it's just encoding formulas, 'di ba? Para mapadali yung pagkuha ng mga values na yun. At marami pa rin namang useful dito like yun nga nagamit natin to sa business math, sa statistics din if you want to complete the table for Pearson R, magagamit nyo din po tong feature na to. Okay, so but for this time, encode natin yung mga values na gusto nating lumabas sa bingo cards. So we have 20, 51, yes, yan. Thank you. 20, 51, 19, 7, 4, 52, and 7. So, lahat yun, encode natin. And then, we will have fill formula. Ayan. So, after that, punta lang po tayo sa fill formula. So, that's OPTN na keylog. And then,
Wait lang po. So, we go to B1 muna para we can have OPTN, then fill formula.
yes. So, fill formula tayo. Kailangan lang may sample na isang cell, tapos sabihin mo na kung ilang cells yung kailangan niya i-fill out ng values. It will do the same. Parang drag down na yung formula. Ganun yung mangyayari. So, for this one, we will have sign of A1. So, press sign.
Alpha.
And then, alpha, the negative 1 for A, for letter A, yung pink print ng A. 1. And then, that will cover B1 to B7. So, down lang po from B1 to B7.
The form is actually yung formula na gagamitin for each of the, parang each cell. Tapos, yung range na is hanggang saan. So, from B1 to B7, you want na maging mapuno siya na answer. So, that's why you have B7 from B1 to B7. So, I'll press an equal sign again. Ayan. So, ito po siya. Kaya po, nalaman namin na 3420 siya, followed by 771, then followed by 0.3255, followed by 1218. This is actually kinakat niya. Hindi siya rounded off, diba? Sa fourth place niya. So, cut off lang po siya.
Kinakat po siya. Kaya kung gusto niyo po na nag-round off, mas safe na hanggang 3 decimal places yung gamitin natin na values. Kasi yung calculator natin, kinakat niya lang yung value after the 4th decimal place. So, yun po. Let's do again siguro cosine para mas ma-familiarize lang tayo sa process. And then you can also fill the different column. Okay? So, kapag secant 1 over cosine lang naman po yung gagamitin nyo. And the other reciprocal. Okay? So, let's fill formula po ulit. This time, we'll be working on column C. So, same po yung given, A1, cosine of A1. So, again, we will be having cosine and then alpha, negation sign, 1. And then that would be filling the cells from C1 to C7. Okay, there you go. So, yun yung magiging answers. May loading lang ng konting second. Pero ayan, yun po yung magiging answers natin. Again, hindi po siya naka-round off. Naka-cut lang yung values after the 4th decimal place. Okay, let's have, I think medyo na-short tayo sa time, no? So, we hope po na nakukuha nyo yung process kung paano natin mapapadali yung pag-prepare ng values. So, we can proceed with the next activity because we still have some activities left para mapasadahan po natin lahat. But we hope po nakakasunod at we hope po na wala po kayong questions about sa process. Later, we'll try to answer po yung mga questions na meron po sa comment section. Ayan. So, that's our bingo activity dito. Madalas ang pinapaprice namin, kung hindi chocolates, incentive chips, yung additional points sa mga nakakabingo na mga na learners. Okay? Let's have the next one, ma'am. Let's
for the next one, ayan, medyo pahinga po tayo sa side na to. Kasi parang it's a good thing na when we teach the concept or teach something, it's kailangan na pag-iisip din yung bata. So, this is actually, I will be sharing some trivia actually with using conversion naman siya. So, say it with numbers ang title po niya. So, say it with numbers. Let's start with the first one. So, what is 1998 kilometer per hour in meter per second? So, you might be asking, lesson kaya to sa calculator? Obviously, it's under conversion. Ba? So, under conversion siya, pero ang daming category kasi under conversion eh. If you look at the conversion part of your calculator, so itatabi ko lang po meter per second from kilometer per hour. So, ito ko lang po. Because we want it na conversion po siya, so we'll go back to the first one, which is our, sorry, calculate part. One na lang para mabilis. And one. So, I'll go to shift conversion. So, as you can see, we have length, area, volume, mass. Obviously, kilometer per hour is under velocity. So, I'll get velocity, then kilometer per hour to meter per minutes per meter per second siya. So, I'll press 1. So, when we go to this one, we have 1998, which gives us the number 555. Ayan. Ano ang trivia na sa 555, Ma'am Reg?
Ayan. And after getting the value, which is 555, we'll go to the second trivia. By the way, we suggest that we also do these things like this one, language and culture, yung next na trivia na to. Third item will be figures of speech. So, nakakapag-cross tayo ng ibang disciplines, ng ibang subject, which is also helpful for our learners. Tapos minsan meron silang wow factor na, uy, ganun pala yun, or wow, now we know that one. So, going back, na-solve natin the value ng 555. In some Asian countries, specifically in Laos, some Lao, kapag nag-comment sila ng ha-ha-ha sa isang post, like sa atin, tinatype natin yung ha-ha-ha, they will just comment 555. Because in Lao, 5 is ha. Yun yung translation nila. So when you meet some Lao friends and they comment 5555 in your post, that means that they are laughing on your post. So that's ha ha ha. So that's an additional info about language and culture, 'di ba? Na tatawid natin 'yon sa mga math classes natin. And also we will have one more which is under say it with numbers activity, which is figures of speech. Familiar naman po siguro tayo sa love you to the moon and back. Ma'am, paano ba 'to magiging math?
Yan. So, may movie pang ang title yan, entitled na Love You to the Moon and Back. So, Love You to the Moon and Back means forever and always. Pero what's the reason behind it? Bakit kaya pag Love You to the Moon and Back, forever and always siya? Because it's actually based on the fact that, every day the heart generates enough energy to drive a truck 20 miles. In a lifetime, that energy is equivalent to driving to the moon and back. Yung pala yun, ibig sabihin, kung mabuhay ka ng up to 70 years old, may certain amount ka ng distance na masasakop or mapupuntahan. So, if we compute it, di ba mathematical siya, pero very interesting siya. So, you can travel 20 miles per day, and meron 365 days per year. And let's say you live up to 70 years. Well, how many miles ba yung na-travel mo? So, actually, you'll travel 511,000 miles. And let's check out, ano nga ba ang distance from Earth to Moon? Yun yung next na question yan eh. From Earth to Moon, there is, 379,571.83 kilometers. From ano pala yun? From Earth to Moon pala yun. Eh, sabi from Moon to back nga siya. So, ibig sabihin, multiply it by 2, we have 759,143.66 kilometers. Hala, ma'am, kulang yung gas ko papunta sa moon kasi 511,000 lang yung travel ko. Remember that the 511,000 number is actually in miles. So, dito papasok si conversion. So, we convert actually 511,000 miles. We convert na lang ito. We convert this one, 759,143.66 in miles. Then we check out ano nga ba ang lalabas. So, I'll go to conversion again. And length. Length lang naman yun eh. Tapos, I want to know ano nga ba ang kilometer? Kilometer to mile. So, that's 8. So, I'll type in 759 143.66. So, giving me, ang distance niya pala is 471,710 approximately kilometers. So, isipin mo, sobra pa yung yung pag-travel ko. Kasi 511,000 miles nga siya, di ba? So, sobra-sobra pa pala yung buhay ko para going to the moon and back, di ba? Kaya, ibig sabihin nga nung moon and back is to love the person forever and always, di ba? Forever and ever, di ba? So, yun. Parang, you are doing mathematics in a way na magiging interested sila na, oy, kakaiba to yung pala meaning nun. So, it will be something meaningful din sa mga bata mismo. Yun. So, any addition, Ma'am Reg?
Ayun po, we encourage you to explore din talaga. And hindi lang dahil need natin, di ba, na nakikita yung connection sa different disciplines. But of course, it's also good for our learners to have additional informations like this. And somehow, di ba, medyo break din naman siya na, pag math computation or problem solving lang. So they can still learn something na something different, quite different, pero math class nila. So yun po, let's have the next activity.
Medyo mabilis lang po yung next activity. We'll be looking at your comments kasi sabi ko sa inyo may prize po after. So I think you can pabilisan po ito actually. Hindi naman pabilisan pala kasi we will randomize. So it's really needed na mag-participate kayo sa part na to. Sayang din po yung prize kung hindi niyo makuha. So for the next part, we're talking about missing piece. So this is a simple concept lang po kasi parang napaka-importante po sa bata, lalo pag visual yung learners natin. Ang strength nila is nasa visual. So, it's important. I remember applying pala sa elementary school before, my first job. I asked an elementary teacher, sabi ko, paano ako magkaka-advantage pag nag-demo teaching ako? Sabi niya sa akin, you know what? Hindi ko favorite ang math kasi I wish na yung teacher ko sa math, yung mas say niya sa akin na hindi na abstract way yung tinuturo niya, yung concepts na tinuturo niya. So, I think this is quite helpful when it comes to sequence. Ayan. Ano ba gagawin nila dito, Ma'am Reg?
So, for this activity, we have puzzle pieces and then there's something missing. So, sequence siya ng mga numbers and then hanapin po natin yung appropriate for that one. So, let's have the first item. Again, medyo light lang po yung pinili naming values, pero combination siya ng arithmetic and geometry. Okay, so for this one, ayan. So may isang nawawalang puzzle piece. So -3, -5, blank, -9, and -11. So anong value ba yung dapat for that one? What's the appropriate value? So since the common difference is -2, we have that value. So, ang mangyayari, ang answer natin dito ay -7. Okay.
The good thing about this one is sabi nga sa inyo, naka-Google slide na po siya, not-respond and naka-Google slide na po siya. So, your student can actually explore it na, it figures naman. Yun pala ang ginagawa pag sequence kasi there's a missing number. So, it's like, yung one that's puzzle na ma-solve siya, mabuo siya. That's the reason why we have this one. And, yan, meron ba sumagot? Ayan, nakita ko sumagot.
Meron
naman ito ng prize. Manalo ng prize. Most participative, sabi sa iyo Next one.
So, yun lang po. At least, pwede rin nilang i-move, ganyan. Pwede nyo itong gawin kung before na talagang meron kayong puzzle pieces. Pero ngayon, pwede na, yun nga, kino-convert natin siya sa parang e-puzzle. So, move lang ng konti sa slides. Next item po, we have this sequence. So, we have -6, -1, 4, blank, and +14. So, ano kaya yung nawawala nating value dyan? Okay? Sige. Medyo mag-wait tayo. Kanina may nagtatanong, yung trial version po ng Emulator ay 90 days. Pero, yes, you can avail license version. Personally, kami actually ni Ma'am Alay, we bought the licensed version kasi nagagamit talaga namin siya even sa classes na namin before pa nung may face-to-face class tayo. Oo. Even sa paricitation, gumagamit kami ng randomizer na index card or popsicle stick. Yun, so namamaximize naman namin siya. So we believe it's a good investment. Okay, so let's reveal the answer for this one. It should be the gray puzzle. So the answer is 9. Okay.
Medyo
So,
ano lang po siya, medyo magaan lang po siya kasi we want it na matapos na rin talaga namin para ma-share din namin lahat ng activities. So, let's have the next one. Yan, takot na yung bata dito kasi pag nakita nila to,
may fraction
kasi
na.
fraction.
Ganon. Pero, syempre, hindi, madali lang yan. Yun ang mga, natin, try it na, di ba? So, ganun ang mga pang-motivate natin sa mga bata. So, for this one, we have the correct answer. So, -1/2, blank. And then, we have -7/6, 3/2, and 11/6, -11/6. So the correct answer, the missing piece, is the green one, -5/6. -3/2 pala kanina, sorry, and -11/6. So that's -5/6. Moving forward, let's have the next sequence. Pasensya na po, medyo nag-speed up kami ng konti sa pacing natin. Kasi we still have 2 more activities after this one. So, yan. First value naman yung nawawala. So, blank, 14, 22, 30, and 38. So, we will be having the answer, which is +6. Ayan. Thank you po sa mga nagko-comment na answers. We can really see that you're also trying to answer everything. Okay? And then, let's have another. So, 2. Ito naman po ay common ratio. So, you multiply by 2 times 4 to give you 8 times 4, 32 times 4, 128. Therefore, the last item or last puzzle piece is 512. Because that's 128 times 4. So, 512.
You have a copy. Di ba yung sinend pa ni Ma'am Reg kanina? You can have it naman. Tapos you edit it, you can also edit it. Walang problema po. It's already your copy. Para mas-send din po sa inyo, di ba? Mayos nyo din po. So, for the next one, we have this one, 45, 9, 1.8, 0.072. So, nung nakita ng bata, na-shock na naman siya. Ano nangyari dito, di ba? So, the good thing about this one is, kita-kita nila sa 45 and 9. So, when we talk about this one, this is geometric series. So, obviously, for me to have 9, this will become division by 5. Which gives me 0.36 or the yellow one. Ayan. So, sorry, naiwan yung 36. Mali pala raw na the yellow one, 0.36.
And then we have the last item na after this one. So, ayan, fraction tayo ulit. Maganda na meron tayong variation, positive, negative, fraction, decimal, and integer. So, negative 1/3, -1/6, blank, -1/24, and -1/48. So, sino ba yung nawawalang puzzle piece dyan? It's the red puzzle. So, -1/12. Alright.
So, it's actually a simple concept, pero pakitandaan po na we're actually leaning din sa yung strength ng bata, which is the visual ones. Para hindi naman, baka sabihin kasi nila for numbers, which is somehow, iisip nila, napaka-abstract naman ito, di ba? So, somehow, there's manipulation, di ba? Manipulative siya, at the same time, visual siya, maganda sa mata. Yan.
So, that ends our activity for this one. We will proceed with one of, I can say, one of our favorite activity. Kasi hilig talaga naming magbabarkada tong ganitong game. So, let's proceed with the next activity, which is case close. Ano ba yung case close, Ma'am Alay?
So yun nga, if you're familiar with yung mga umusong escape room. So this is actually yun yung pinaka, let's say, yung background niya. So if you're interested na to solve puzzle until to the point na may ma-solve kayo, di ba? So this is yung concept behind case close. Kasi yun nga, mahilig kami sa escape room eh. So ito yung bagay na ginawa namin to centralize kasi interesting sa amin. So we're thinking baka interesting din sa bata natin or sa students natin. And it's not really directly related to numbers, di ba? Hindi na maisip agad na, ay, algebra, ay, ganito. So, mas actually excited sila na ma-solve yung pinaka-case na tama na may sagot nila. Now, if you have the link, yung link po ulit, you can access it so that you can answer on your own. Then, tingnan nyo lang po, sino kaya yung magiging suspect nyo or magiging criminal na makukuha nyo. So, Ma'am Reg, for the instruction.
Ayan. So for the instruction, each group, usually we ask the students, nung ina-execute namin to sa classes or seminars na by group sila, or person will act as investigator to solve a situation. Description of the situation and suspect profiles are given, and solve the given problems to obtain number clues. Then arrange the numbers to obtain information that would lead to the real criminal. So, dito, you can also use different themes. Like, di ba sa mga escape rooms sa mga malls, pwede tayong mamili ng mga themes. Pwedeng fangirling, zombie apocalypse, murder mystery, or viruses. So, iba-iba. Pwede rin naman pong mangyari yon. Depende po sa inyo kung ano yung feeling nyo medyo okay din or you want to do some K-pop materials, okay lang din naman po yan. So, let's proceed with the next part of this activity.
The first thing that you should have is actually the situation. So, maganda po na gumana rin yung creativity natin. Ano ba yung situation na gusto mo? So, syempre, ginawa po kasi namin ngayon team is not murder. Kasi before murder yung ginagawa namin para somehow, very yung bata, sino yung pumatay, gano'n. So, ngayon kasi, parang, syempre, we go through somehow positive or somehow very relatable. So, we have this situation. Supposedly, today is generalizations, birthday celebration. All of his family members, close friends, important colleagues in the military were invited. The venue of the party is the XYZ Hotel. However, an unfortunate event happened. He suddenly felt a little strange and motivated to do things he never have done before. Knowing that this has something to do with a virus that is spreading recently, you investigated, traced, and gathered information on who might have been the source of the virus. This is in hopes of learning what the antidote is. Next one. Sabi niya, the source of the virus left clues everywhere and wanted you to unlock it by solving mathematical problems. He or she even left a letter for you and a first clue. So, let's talk about the letter left by the suspect or the criminal. Yan, the letter from the killer. Hindi pala killer siya. Kung mamatay ka man. Let's see kung mamamatay tayo dito. Ayan. The virus I have needs to be spread and shared. Yun ang unang statement niya. I hope you won't stop it. If you are asking for what needs to be done, find me and let's talk about it. So, hinahamon ka niya. Hanapin mo daw siya. Yan. Next one. Sabi niya, right now, I want to talk about X. So, this is something that has something to do with X, diba? Are you interested in this kind of conversation? Yes? Then great news. I prepared some discussion points for you. Yan. Arrange the values and you'll get additional information about me. Can you decipher it? Good luck. I'll be waiting. So, hinahawan ka niya. Let's find out. Ano nga ba yung binigay sa atin ni Killer? First one, we have 5 suspects. First one, we have Mayorina Magdangal. So, if you have yung, makita niyo po sa comment section yung binigay ni Ma'am Reg na link. You can open it para malaman niyo po or matandaan niyo po. You can also screenshot this one para maalala niyo po yung mga profiles nila. But as we go along, babalikan din naman natin sila. So we have Mayorina Magdangal, and this is her profile. We have the age, birth, height, weight, and special skill. So remember, yung susolve po natin, number clue po siya. So it has something to do with the answers of each one. Next one, we have suspect number 2, Lieutenant Tegulapa. Ayan. So age, birthday, height, weight, special skills. Then we have corporalista, which has the age, birth, height, weight, and special skills. Then we have the fourth one, which is the inspector, Casio Dalisay. Yan, suspect kasi si Casio. Ayan. Si age, birthday, height, weight, special skills. And lastly, we have private property. Ayan. We have the age, birth, height, weight, special skills. So those are the 5 suspects. So how do we go about this one? In real life po kasi, naka-cards po kami. May cards po ang mga bata. Then, they will, sabay-sabay po nila makuha yung clues. Kasi, dahil nga new normal setup tayo, hindi namin mabigay sabay-sabay yung clues. But rather, we have it na nakalink po. Kaya medyo, it will be fun for you if you access yung, yung show, yung PowerPoint presentation. Yan. So, this is actually the start, which is clue number 1. This is clue number 1. So, we have g of x is equal to 5x. Ang topic po natin dito is evaluation of fractions na nasa first part po ng general math. Ayan. So, g of x is equal to 5x over 15 and we have to find g of 57. So, if in case all links are related or has another question after it. So, paminsan po, kahit isang mali lang po, you will be led to another suspect na mali. So, it's important that you answer each question correctly so that you will be led to the proper and right suspect ng criminal natin. So, when we talk about this one, clue number 1, pag po to the point na mali po siya or let's say 2 consecutive na wrong o mistake na siya, ang mangyari po is you will see ito, na you are infected and try again. Yun po siya. So, in this case, you can go back to the previous question and if you think yun lang mali nyo, or you can go back to the first question or clue number 1. Now, how will you know that you're already done? Makikita nyo po sa huli yung ating 5 cards and you will know kung sino ba yung yung related sa mga numbers na nakuha ko. So, let's answer the first one. May answer na po sa comments eh. So, I'll follow the comment section. Sabi ni Ma'am Torpin Marcelo, it is letter A. So, perfect ko sa letter A. Kasi sabi niya, yun ang answer. Sabi ni Miss Way. So, ayan. Nasa clue number 2 tayo. So, somehow sure tayo na medyo tama ang sagot natin. Paano naman po pag ganito? What is the answer if we have h of x is equal to square root of 150x? Yan. So, if you're interested with the use of calculator, actually, you can have it, bakit nagkamali yung you can show it, yan, tama na. You can directly input naman po sa calculator natin yan. So, we have the square root of 150 times, dahil yung extra, you have 6 there. So, 6. So, ayan, the answer is 30. So, I'll press on 30. Let's go to clue number 3. Ano kaya mangyayari sa clue number 3? Sabi naman niya, p of x is equal to 5x plus 5. Hindi mo na kailangan calculator dito, I know. Diba? Pero may feature din po tayo sa calculator na you can do this one. Ayan, table function. If you want to input, lalo na pag marami kang kino-compute, we can input the function itself, 5x plus 5. Then, input mo lang kung ano yung numbers na kailangan mo. Equal sign again dito. Tapos, you start. Tapos, hanggang sa, sabi natin, we want it to be 4. Sorry, natatanong ko pala. 4. So, equal sign again. So, sabi niya 4. Sa 4, it is equal to 25, which is letter C. Thank you sa mga sumasagot. Letter C, tama. So, ano yung mga numbers natin? Sabi natin kanina, 19, 30, then 4. Ay, sorry, hindi pala. 90, 30, 25. Tama ba ako? 90, 30, 25. Oh, so, lista natin yung 19, 30, 25. How about this one? Ano po yung sagot dito? Let's wait for their answer. Mahirap ba i-compute? So, we can use the calculator. Sige. Ang
Yes,
ang sagot mo.
the answers, while waiting for the answers ng iba, I think dito po, familiar, yung iba familiar sa Steam, parang ganun lang po yung version na to. Meron lang, may mga stories and then nagmo-move forward lang tayo sa mga clues. So for this one, I guess the answer is, what's the answer? May nakakita akong mga nagko-comment. The answer here is 2, right? May nakakuha ng tamang answer. Okay, so let's click
Oo,
letter
yan.
B.
Medyo nag-iba-iba sila ng sagot doon na the answer
Oh,
here is 2.
but the correct answer is,
Yan.
and let's
Then
have the
lastly, clue number 5 na tayo. So, what are the numbers that we have? We have clue number 1 as 19, clue number 2 as 30, clue number 3 as 25, clue number 4 as 2, and clue number 5 as... Ayan, meron na sagot. Letter B.
yes, letter
Tama
B.
ba?
Yes.
Letter B, which is 90. So, balikan po natin ha. Ang number na meron tayo is 19, 30, 25, to 90. So nga po, based po sa nakikita nyo, ay hindi ko alam kung nakikita nyo, medyo maliit po pala.
Mali. Yung
Ano yung dapat gawin natin?
Okay, pero
Based po sa...
sige, maybe you can zoom na lang siguro sa isa.
zoom natin. Yan. So, isi-zoom ko po, tapos tingnan natin ha. Again ha, ilista po natin yung numbers natin. Sabi natin, may kinalaman si suspect natin sa 19, 30, o walang 30 si Major Rina Magdangal. So, mag-move po ako. Diba? Baka si naman, si Lieutenant.
You can also think of names na, ito, with the help of some friends, medyo we find these names witty. So, we choose to have this one. So, thank you sa mga friends namin. Bibigay din ng technique or mga tips. Ganyan. So, ito, yung mga numbers ba, meron din? Connected din ba yung mga nakuha nating numbers based sa information niya?
Yan, 19, 30, 25, 2, 90. May kinalaman ba siya? Hindi ko po muna sasabihin. Secret pa rin po. Tapos, you have the private property. The private property is 25 years old, 830. Hala, may 30 siya, may 25 siya. Si private property kaya ang hinahanap natin. Baka naman sa weight yung number pala, at saka sa height. Yan. So,
tingnan natin ni Inspector Casio Dalisay. Baka siya yung hinahanap natin dito na nagsispread ng virus.
Yan. Si Inspector Casio Dalisay, 30 years old, birthday is 2/25/1990. Tapos, height is 178 centimeters, kilograms is 66.5. Tapos, knives ang ginagamit niya. Yan. Tapos, lastly, we have the corporally established, who is 32 years old, na may birthday ng 5/11/1988 with height of 165 centimeters and a weight of 59 kilograms. Ayan. So, sa tingin niyo po, sige, comment down. Ano po ba ang sino kaya ang natin, ang ating criminal or nag-spread ng virus natin?
Alright. So, di ba, after solving, pagsama-sama-samahin nyo, tapos mag-iisip sila, ano kaya, sino kaya dito? So, balik ulit sa profile. Ganun. That's why before, ang ginagawa namin, nasa task envelope yung mga profile, mga cards. So, bawat suspect, nandun yung profile niya. And then, we also have the cue cards, dun sa, or yung mga task na kailangan nilang i-accomplish or i-solve. Magkakasama na yan. Tapos, binibigyan lang natin sila ng time para to complete the mission. Parang ganyan. Before nung in-execute ko to sa class ko, yung bawat group, group ko sila. Tapos bawat group, may pangalan din sila na agent. So, kunwari, si group 1 is Agent Blade. Ang specialization nila ay knife. Si Agent B ay Bullet. Sila ay Agent Bullet. Group B ay Agent Bullet. So, yun. Nung nagpagawa ako ng portfolio at the end of the SEM, sobrang impressive. Kasi, yung theme din nila, tapos yung iba nag-edit pa ng mga pictures nila na mukha silang mga undercover agents. So, lumalabas talaga yung creativity ng mga bata at nakakatuwa din yung mga ganong instances. So, I guess we can reveal sino ba yung ating
Pag alam ng bata na gagawin namin to, excited sila kasi nga they want to find out kung sino. Paminsan ay there was a time na ang ginamit ko is yung mga famous person, si Nadine, si Jimmy, and talagang mga K-pop artists, gano'n, na nakaka-relate sila. So, actually, the criminal is yan, tama si Miss Shakira. Sabi niya, ayan. And so, you found out that the source of the virus is no other than Inspector Casio Dalisay. Why? Kasi 30 ang age niya, tapos February or 2, 25, 1990 siya, and he is guilty. Ang maganda naman dito, sabi nga niya, sabi Casio, oh, good work, investigators. You were able to find me. And tapos, antidote, you won't be needing it. What you have caught is love virus. It really makes you do and feels things you haven't experienced before. Di ba, what a turnaround? Di ba, from, kala mo negative na virus, yung pala love virus ang binigay niya. I told you that it needs to be spread and shared more, right? So, yun yung idea niya. So, you can turn it into positive thing naman pala.
Yes.
Sabihin, hindi siya negative na bagay lang. Yun.
Yun naman pala, spread love lang naman pala talaga yung gusto nating sabihin.
Ginagawa ng Casio ngayon, di ba? Spread love din talaga. Ay, if you want to explore the PowerPoint, yung PowerPoint po, meron pong mga options doon na mali na nag-lead din sa other suspect. So, yun nga, go back to the comment section, kunin nyo po yung Google PowerPoint po, then automatically, Google Slide, automatically, you can explore it, malalaman nyo, ay, meron pala mga bata na nag-lead or ang nakuha nila suspect ay si Rina Magdanghal, di ba? So, it's quite exciting kasi ma-realize, ay, mali pala ako doon sa isang yun, sayang yung score, hindi lang nagkamali ako ng criminal, ayun.
Ayan. So, nag-comment po ako ulit nung links para sa slides para hindi na po tayo mahirapang mag-access or mag-backread. Sige, let's have the last activity for today. So, eto, break muna tayo sa mga pagsusolve natin. Let's have this activity which is crossword puzzle. Siyempre, kahit math po yung tinuturo natin, there are instances that we have to discuss definition of terms, statistics, the business math, and maybe this is a possible activity for you to discuss different terminologies. So for this activity, we chose business mathematics. So senior high school po ulit tayo, grade 11. Gen Math grade 11. So ito, may mga definition of terms tayo. Para, since introductory pa lang to, meron tayong mga ilan na letters na binigay. So para mas madali para sa kanila. So mag-start tayo sa down muna, which is number 2. So it is the amount of time in years that the money is borrowed or invested. So ang tamang answer dyan ay term. Ito, lang po, pwede tayong mag-print lang before ng worksheet or ngayon pwede sigurong PDF file tapos send nila or picture, kahit picture pwede naman pong ma-edit. So, or pwede rin naman yung ginagawa natin na comment lang sila this time. Okay? Next, it is a person or institution who owes the money or avail the funds from the lender. Ano kaya yung sagot natin doon? For that one, we have debtor. Okay, then number 5, we have the date which money is received by the borrower. So, it's the origin. Though may mga iba-ibang terms or forms ng definitions na nakukuha, this can also be possible, this activity. Okay, number 8, it is the type of interest that is computed on the principal and then added to it. Siyempre, that's simple interest. So, simple. And then, let's proceed with the across items. So, number 1, it is the person or institution who invests the money or makes the funds available, creditor. And also, it is obtained by dividing the base into the percentage amount. So, 4 across is rate. 6 across is the amount paid or earned for the money used. It's actually interest. And the last item, it is the amount of money borrowed or invested on the origin date is called the principal. So, there you have the answers. Ayan. So,
I think this highlights the importance of using terms. Kasi paminsan na papabayaan natin na i-highlight yung terms. So, kapag tinanong natin yung bata, what is the principal amount? So, natataka sila, ano yung principal? So, sinasabi nila yung name ng principal natin. So, remember, it's very good to show yung definition. It's very good to show yung terms na ginagamit natin in whatever we do. And that is our last activity. Tama ba, Ma'am Reg?
Yes. So, oo, funny yung moment na yun. Pag tinanong sila, oh, any idea, let's have business math, any idea about principal? Sabihin nila yung pangalan ng principal nyo. That's really based on experience. Okay? Marami pa na topics na pwedeng gamitan nito. Like sa statistics, meron din tayo probability, di ba? May mga terms tayo doon. Kung nag-handle po kayo ng senior high school na practical research, or I believe sa junior high school, meron ding mini research. So, yung mga terminologies, this is actually another way to present the terminologies to our learners. So, kahit naman nasa new normal tayo, we hope we can really make it a better normal by providing interactive activities for our students. So, syempre tayo, ayaw natin din naman na iniisip lang nila pag math problems lang or mahirap lang. So, if we can do something to make it interactive, fun, and relatable sa mga estudyante natin, it's also good. Resourceful naman tsaka creative yung mga teachers. So, we encourage you really to do things like this. Salamat sa mga nag-answer. Nakita ko familiar din kayo sa mga terms sa business mathematics. Okay, I guess that ends our discussion. Ma'am?
Yeah, thank you sa lahat na nag-participate, and I hope that this helps you. Again and again, meron po kayong PowerPoint. May PowerPoint available po tayo. Go back to the comment section. You can utilize that one, di ba? Maximize that one para ma-share nyo din sana sa mga estudyante kung ano yung feeling, excitement na ramdaman nyo as you go along with this webinar. And yung mga team replay, you can also access it, don't worry. And I hope you enjoy this one.
Mag-comment po ako dito sa post na if you want a PDF version of the presentation that we use, we are very willing to share it with you. Just reply with your email address so that we can send it to you. Okay? That's all for today. We hope you had fun. We hope you have that feeling na, oy, magagamit ko to sa class ko, and oy, magustuhan to ng mga learners ko. So thank you so much to our participants. That ends our session for this morning on the training proper size.
Wait, there's more po yung mga interested manalo ng prize diyan. So please wait.
Yes.
Thank you, Ma'am Ses.
Ayan. So, hintayin natin ulit. Sir Bad, we're done.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. So, ayan. Medyo nag-enjoy yata ako. Nakalimutan ko na tapos ang ating session. So, thank you, Ma'am Regine Mae Esquilla and Alyssa Dee Villena for that very wonderful and very comprehensive discussion about the use of Casio emulators in presenting our lesson. And makikita natin, talagang per section and per category yung naging discussion. This is something new. Ngayon lang nagkaroon ng ganitong session na talagang naka-specify na yung particular technique na gagamitin ng teacher in delivering a particular topic sa ating grades 9 to 11 most essential learning competencies, and then integrated na rin doon ang ating Casio emulators. And huwag natin patagalin pa, tawagin na natin ang napaka-supportive at napakabait and syempre handsome Casio Educational Unit Head. Let's all welcome Mr. Joel Serrano. Hello, Sir Joel.
Oy, hello sir. Okay na sana yung napakabait May handsome pa Ay, good morning to everybody. I think it's good afternoon already, no? Sorry medyo nasa labas kasi ako and I need to wear mask for protection, no? Ano masasabi ko? Actually, sabi nga kanya ng isa technical teacher para tayo na sa magandang buhay. I think it's a very good combination ng yung mga various interaction activities, combining Casio technologies. Andun na for grade 9 and 10. Sabi nga ni Sir Buddy, I think this is the first time na nagkaroon tayo ng ganitong activity. And ako natuwa ako and I told some of my friends to watch it and I shared it with them and they told me na wow, ang ganda ng presentation for today. Well, of course, lahat naman ng presentation ng Casio maganda. It's just, this time, it's a little bit unique, no? Para yung mga parents nila nasa bahay-bahay, matutunan din nila yung mga topics na tinuturo sa mga online classes. As we all know, yung mga parents ang second teacher sa kanilang bahay, di ba? So at least sila nare-refresh din yung kanilang mga mathematics skills or something like that. So yun, wala akong masasabi, Sir Buddy, sa dalawa na yan dahil sa totoo lang, every time na mayroon kami mga student activity na ganyan, sa mga learners namin, sila yung pinapadala ko. And of course, never naman nila akong final sa kanilang performance for today. Yun, maraming salamat. And congratulations, Ma'am Reg and Teacher Ali.
Thank you
Yeah,
po.
thank you so much.
Ang ganda
Sir
ng mga
Joel,
t-shirts
ano?
nyo, ha?
Okay.
Lalo na yung jacket mo, Sir Buddy.
Yes, maganda rin yung jacket mo, Sir Joel.
Ay, sa akin, medyo wala naman to.
Yeah, so talagang, alam mo, every Saturday talaga, it's a Saturday habit na talaga for our teachers to stay tuned and to listen to this Casio Technology Sessions spearheaded by Deputy Educational Technology Unit and in partnership with our Casio Education Philippines and Casio Calculators Philippines.
Oo.
So,
Paano nga pala yung raffle? May raffle ba kayo?
Yes, Ma'am Reg.
Later po we will comment. We will select from the comment section. Medyo nag-reload sa akin. Ma'am, randomizer na ba tayo ngayon?
Sir Joel, pwede na ba?
Yeah. It's up
na
to
lang
you.
ng
It's up to you. I think everybody is staying tuned for that, no? Marami yata
Okay.
nag-aabang.
Sige po. So, magka-count kami ng numbers. Medyo nahirapan lang kaming mag-back ng comments. So, sige, siguro dun tayo sa randomizer, ma'am.
Yes.
Ay. Sige, so we have 262 comments. So,
Integer pala, no?
Apo. Draw po kami ng 3 numbers and then later po i-PM namin yung mga makukuhang number. So ika-count pa namin later. Medyo naglo-loading lang ng konti para mabilis po tayo. So basta 3 numbers po yung pipiliin namin tapos sila po yung sisenda namin ng PM para po sa price which is actually load. So prepaid load. So ma'am, start tayo. 263 na yung count po ngayon. So, pili po tayo ng 3 numbers lang, ma'am. Tapos later, i-PM na lang natin sila after the session kasi medyo nag-extend na tayo. Pasensya na po kung medyo nag-extend kami ng konti sa oras.
Hindi siya gumagaan. Mali ba ako ng type?
Tama naman. So, let's start with the first number. Stop. We have number 52. So, hanapin po namin yung 52nd comment. Next number, ma'am. Next number is 100. And we have the last number which is 30. So, hanapin po namin yung 52, 100 at 30th comment. Tapos, sendan po namin kayo ng PM para sa...
Ma'am Reg, ano price nila?
Prepaid load. I believe it's prepaid load. Diba, boss? JCS, sir?
Hindi. Wala akong alam dyan. Anyway, I think we need to tell the viewers anong klaseng, isa sa mga features ng calculator natin itong random integers, di ba? Para they can apply it also sa kanilang online class to make it exciting.
Yes, nga po pala. This feature is the randomizer. Ako personally, ginagamit ko po to for recitation. So, halimbawa, lahat naman sila kailangang mag-present or kung sinong group yung unang magpe-present. Kasi minsan, lagi na lang group 1, ma'am, gaganan sila. So, pwede po kayong mag-randomizer kung sino yung mauuna. So, you just click. Show po ulit natin siguro, Ma'am Alay, kung paano kine-create. So, kunwari, meron tayong yan, 1 to 7 options. So, there you go.
You go for alpha, dot, tapos that will be a random integer. You can have random, number, pero random integer means whole number. So, we go for 1, tapos comma, which is shift, close parenthesis, then 7. Kung 7 groups lang sila, so kakabahan sila kung sila ba yung unang represent o hindi. Then you click equal sign, that will be a number, a random number. Or you can press enter para maging random talaga siya. So, the first presenter is group 1. Ganun po siya nag-work.
Yes, pwede rin sa recitation,
Nice.
count lang sila and then you can also do that. Okay? So,
So,
that's
hindi nyo na
it.
kailangan din naman yun. Hindi nyo na kailangan ng cue card, di ba? Para i-jumble
hindi
pa.
card.
Yes.
Hindi na po
Lalo
kami
bunutan.
kahit before.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. So, So, currently, ano bang preparation ginagawa niyo sa, for example, sa senior high school niyo, Ma'am Reg, right now?
Sa senior
For the
high
second quarter, oo.
yes po, kagaya ng sinabi kanina, sa Malabon kasi modular talaga yung ginagawa namin. But of course, we still communicate with our learners and even parents. So, mas madalas naming nakikita yung parents dahil sa mga retrieval and distribution ng modules. Then, we use different platforms talaga to talk to the students so that we can connect with them. Medyo, we admit it, we're quite
Challenging,
struggling.
no?
Oh, and it's challenging, pero nakikita mo nag-effort naman yung mga bata, even parents nag-exert talaga ng effort. Kaya sabi nga na ibang parents, ma'am, nare-review kami ulit ng mga lesson namin noon. Ganyan. Ito talaga yung nangyayari ngayon.
Correct me if I'm wrong, no? Nakikita ko rin sa mga post ng mga teachers, nag-house-to-house visit din kayo during this period.
Meron pong iba na kailangan medyo puntahan pa din, nag-home visit pa rin. Though medyo na-lessen siya ngayon compared before dahil nga po.
Because of the pandemic.
And especially sa amin, senior high school na kasi. So, yung mga parents usually, naman sila talaga, nagpupunta sila sa school to for the retrieval and release of the module.
Iba talaga ang teacher. Saludo talaga ako sa teacher, honestly. Actually, gusto ko talaga mag-teacher nun, Sir Buddy. Unfortunately, ayaw ng pagiging teacher sa akin.
Okay lang yun, sige naman Sir Joel, being in the field of sales and Casio Calculators Philippines, hindi ka man naging teacher, marami ka na-inspire na teachers, marami ka na-tulungan na teachers, and yung Casio mismo is helping our teachers na maging equipped in preparation or not in preparation, in delivering quality basic education in the new normal setting. So I think marami na nakapag-adapt and patuloy na hinaharap ang pagsubok ng pandemyang ito. But at the end of the day, tayo mga teachers, tulong-tulong tayo para sa ikakabuti ng bawat isa. And syempre, Casio Nation, lagi nandyan. Ang ating mga Casio teachers, Casio Tech teachers, nandyan sila para mag-deliver ng quality webinars to our teachers across the country. I think, Sir Joel, we have our special guest commentator.
Actually, for today, this morning, we make it, we tweak it a little bit.
Yeah.
So, we invited one parent and another private ex-math teacher to join us para maiba naman, to spice it up, di ba? So, andyan na ba sila, Sir Buddy?
Yes, and napakaganda nito, Sir Joel. No? Kaya nasabi na Sir Joel, let's try to make some changes with our commentators. We have an educator na nakakaintindi ng field, and then we have a guardian or a parent na talagang nakikita niya na how these calculators, these emulators will help his or her son or daughter in understanding key concepts in mathematics. Medyo magaan yung loob ko rito, Sir Joel, sa ating unang guest commentator kasi he is an ex-mathematics teacher and a philanthropist. Let's all welcome Ma'am Ivy Rizal Binluan. Good morning, Ma'am Ivy.
Hi, Miss Ivy.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Binluan. Kamusta?
Hi.
Good morning. Nakita ko, so I have to wear mask. Hello, Ma'am Reg and Ma'am Alyssa. Nag-iingat lang kami sa Facebook, Ma'am Reg and Ma'am Alyssa. Alam niyo po, sobrang nakaka-enjoy pala makinig ng isang ganitong webinar about math during transit. First time ko siyang ginawa. So mukhang mauulit to. Salamat po. Well, alam naman nating lahat no na as the students go up to higher levels of their studies, parang their interest in math parang declines, and it's a very sad reality now. So our major task as teachers, as math teachers, is to really create and design a learning environment where students may view math as something very significant to their lives. So sabi nga po ni Ma'am Reg at ni Ma'am Alisa, let's make math teaching and learning interesting and fun, 'di ba? For the students talaga. Because students are really from this generation of technology and innovation. So what we have to do is as teachers, we have to explore their world, no, learn their language, and rebuild the learning environment based on how they find things fun and exciting. So from every growth opportunity, dito po nagsisimula. Well, gusto ko lang pong i-share din na sobrang dami po talagang studies and researches nagsasabi na very effective ang paggamit ng calculator sa pagtuturo, sa pag-aaral. One study na naalala ko, nabasa ko po, sinabi na paggamit daw ng calculator, ang mga bata ay mas nagkakaroon ng opportunity for more practice. Parang meron silang alam na agad nila na parang lesser error din because of the practices. Even for the teachers, no? Calculators, very beneficial for the teachers kasi alam naman nating mga teachers na giving immediate feedback is very important, no, in the speed up of the learning process. So yung mga bata, after nilang mag-solve ng isang exercise sa math, they can readily get the answers, check their answers using the calculators. So yun, sobrang thankful po ako sa Casio Philippines kasi sila talagang major partner nating mga teachers sa pag-educate ng ating mga estudyante. Well, gusto ko lang din pong i-promote ang aking YouTube channel. So if you want to learn more about more practical ways of teaching math using technology, please go to Mashed Potato. That's the name of my YouTube channel. Ayan, Mashed Potato. Thank you, Sir Joel and Sir Bads. Sana pong ganda po ng kanilang mga shirt, no? Lalo na yung jacket ni Sir Bads. Yan, gusto talaga. Thank you po, Casio Philippines.
Oy, thank you, Ma'am Lizelle. No, actually, kagabi ko lang kinulit niya si Ma'am Lizelle and told me na she's traveling right now for maraming salamat. Matagal ko nakakilala yung si Ma'am Lizelle and talagang pre-promote niya talaga yung mga pro-technology. At the same time, talagang she has the heart to help the Filipino students and teachers as well. So, wait yan. Ma'am, pautang ha. Anyway.
Thank you, Ma'am Alyssa. Thank you, Ma'am Reg.
Salamat, Ma'am. Salamat. Thank you. Ingat po kayo sa biyahe.
Thank you po. For your time, and hopefully makasama ulit natin si Ma'am Lizelle sa ating susunod na CasioTech session.
Yeah, maybe we can invite her. Thank you, Ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye po.
At this point, after hearing the comments of our fellow educator, let's have...
Oh, exciting to. Exciting to eh.
Yes, sir. And I think medyo talagang first time na magkakaroon ng isang guardian na mag-testify kung paano nakakatulong or makatutulong ang Casio calculator sa ating mga mag-aaral. And hopefully, isa to sa magbibigay linaw doon sa mga nagtatanong sa atin na nasaan ba, paano ba mag-avail ng legit and original product na Casio calculators. Now, let us welcome our second guest commentator this morning. I think he is the owner or a parent and entrepreneur. Siya po ang nag-manage ng MathTech Manila. Yes, sir.
Yung sister company niya, I think sister-in-law.
Okay.
Nag-manage.
So let's all welcome Mr. Leon Lontok. Hello, Sir Leon.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Sir Leon.
Hello po. Morning po.
Nasa labas ako, pasensya na kasi may pinapagawa sa gate ko. Yes, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so as a parent, Mr. Leon, ano bang na-pick up mo sa session today? Mr. Leon is actually meron siyang kid na nasa junior high school, and according to him, meron siyang I think set of ClassWiz calculators na, no? At the same time, aside from the black one, bumili na rin yata sila ng pink dahil natuwa yata yung anak dun sa pink. So sabi ko,
Yeah.
that's a good idea, no? So, yeah, medyo mahina yata yung signal niya.
Yeah, Sir Leon. Ayan, medyo nagkaka-problem tayo with Sir Leon. I think, meron pa tayo isa. Sir Leon?
Wala. Yan.
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Already.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. What can I say? As a parent, with regards to discussion earlier, I find the discussion very interesting and engaging. I have 3 high school kids, and will definitely share I've learned from.
Reg. Yes. Yeah. It's okay. So, right now, Sir Leon, I heard kasi we received some questions for the past few days where to find our commodities, no, Casio calculator, especially the pink one. So, tawag dito? Saan si Mr. Leon?
Hello, Sir Leon?
Hold. Navaris.
Ayan. So I think,
Ayan, tayo mga live,
technical problem with Sir Leon.
Mga live
And
technical problem.
yes po, kasi medyo dalawa yung lumalabas sa kanya na screen dito. But definitely, no, talagang medyo one-sided kasi we hear yung mga comments sa ating mga teachers. So it's very timely na talagang meron tayong parent na talagang makapagpapatunay na paano nga ba ginagamit ng kanyang mga anak, ng kanyang mga family members yung Casio emulators and Casio calculators, yung talagang calculators na meron po tayo available in the market. So I think, let's wait for Sir Leon.
Sir Buddy, question.
Yes po.
Yeah, di ba later on para we will provide certificate for that.
Yes po.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
And speaking of certificates, Sir Joel, at 2 p.m. The link will be available. It's http://deped.in/casiotech-session-am. So ito po ang ating magiging official link for our certificate. And dun sa mga sumagot po ng ating exam last week, the link will be closed at 3 p.m. this afternoon. So again, it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Sa ating mga teachers na nakapag-qualify because just like what we've said last week, Sir Joel, to be able for you to have your certificate, dapat ang score po natin is 8 out of 10 or 80% ng ating test question. Again, for our assessment and certificate, it's http://deped.in/casiotech-session-am.
Yes.
So Sir Joel, I think medyo nagkakaroon pa rin tayo ng konting problem with Sir Leon.
Oo nga, siguro tingnan natin maya-maya na po.
Let's wait and
actually nakakatuwang
Yes po.
Nakakatuwang basahin yung mga comments, no? For example, sabi niya dito, thank you Casio pati sa mga speakers, Miss Regine and Miss Ali. Paki-share naman ng inyong mga slides. I think more than willing naman yata yung ating mga technical teachers to share.
Yes po.
We will run through po the comment section para sa mga email address. Just give us few days po siguro para maayos at masend po sa inyo.
And hopefully, because our link for the certificate, lahat na sasagot ay yung mga email address will be collected. So I think I can give you the database for the email itself. Kasi syempre kailangan din natin mga teachers yan ng ating mga teachers, yung mga slides na ginamit natin. Lalo na kanina, ang dami. Siksik, liglig at nag-uumapaw yung mga itinuro sa ating techniques and strategies ni Ma'am Reg and ni Ma'am Alyssa ngayong araw na ito. So we're still waiting for Sir Leon and let's Let's read some comments here. And according to Maria Emanuel VC Pesquesa, good PM, nice to watch you guys. Casio, all my calculators since I was single. Durable talaga at kahit wristwatch. Keep on, Casio. Mabuhay kayo. So ayan, simula nung pagkatalaga ni Ma'am, talagang antibay na ng kanyang Casio calculators. And ayan, talagang it's a testament na ever since talagang Casio is a very good product and talaga makakatulong siya in the field of education. And let's have another question. We have from Ma'am Emmy Manalo, Santa Ana. Ganda ng shirt niyo, mga ma'am. Sana all. Ayan.
Hi, Ma'am Emmy.
Ayan. I think kilala nila kasi may sana all na si ma'am. Let's read another comments. Ayan, si Ma'am Santa Ana rin, sabi ni ma'am, congrats mga ma'am, I enjoyed your activities. And to answer the question of Sir Julius Cesar Rojas Reyes, kindly send your presentation to my email. So ayan po sir, later on, isasend po natin yan. And good thing about this session, we have someone who is focusing on the presentation and someone who is focusing on the comment section na talagang lahat ng concerns natin ay na-address. Another one, let's have from Ma'am Annalisa Torres. Thank you, Casio, pati sa mga speakers, Miss Reg and Miss Alyssa. And thanks din sa DepEd EdTech Unit. And syempre, salamat din sa ating Casio Calculators Philippines and Casio Calculators Education Unit Head, Mr. Joel C. Serrano.
You know, may ganun pa. Maraming salamat ah. I think Mr. Leon is ready na yata eh, no?
Yes. I think Sir Leon is ready. Let's have Sir Leon again. Hello, Sir Leon.
Sorry na ako ah. Yeah, sorry. Medyo may nasignal. Ito talaga dahil namin ngayon ng mga parents pag sa mga online teaching. Kailangan talaga magandang set natin. Yes, going back sa sinabi ko kanina, well, regarding dun sa discussion na pinanood kanina with Teacher Ali and Teacher Red, especially dun sa bingo and the investigation. Okay? So as we all know, we, the parents, are in the second teacher in our home with respect to this challenging online learning. Definitely, I will let my kids to watch the webinar again to maximize functionalities of calculator. Okay. My child is already using black ClassWiz, but nung lumabas yung model, which is the pink version, we bought the pink version since it's really nice and refreshing. Thanks Casio and Ed for this kind of activity. That's a great help for us teachers.
Yun.
So, thank you, Sir Leon. And I think, Sir,
Actually,
na marami nagtatanong. And sa lahat na naging session natin talaga, saan ba kayo makakabili ng legit and yung talagang original na Casio calculators, lalo na nung lumabas yung ating pink edition ng mga calculators. I think, may masasagot si Sir Leon?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, it's happened na my sister-in-law is the one who engaged in online selling. She has this online hosting online platform like in Lazada and in Shopee. Okay, and it's legit because I think the products are directly from Casio distributor. The name of the shop, the e-store is Tech Manila. So very very supportive ang store nila. Technical, if you get question on the product, they can answer you right away. So just like you're talking directly to that so kasi napakabilis lang siya with regards to a Twitter technical with regards to especially for this new product like this ClassWiz calculator.
And thank you, Sir Leon. I think sinabi ni Sir Leon, they have this online store kung saan pwede nating makuha yung mga legit. And I think we're so lucky to have that link. It's this one. Ayan po ang ating magiging link for those mga naghahanap ng calculators po natin. It's https://lazada.com.ph/shop/nntechmla/. This is for Lazada, and another one we have this one. So, diyan po natin makikita ang mga legit products po natin ng mga teachers na pwede mag-avail po ng ating Casio calculators. And tulad na nasabi ni Sir Joel, you can use the voucher code. It's NNT1128.
Makabait nung ano niya, sister-in-law niyan no, para
Yes,
provide ng discount. At the same time, I think may mga freebies pa sila for the teachers. Kasi according to him, family of teachers Kaya may puso para sa mga teachers.
Yes. So again, ayan, we provided you the links kung saan pwede kayong tumingin and mag-avail ng ating mga Casio calculators, yung physical calculators natin na ginagamit po natin. And hopefully, Sir Joel, our teachers will have their own calculators in preparation for the face-to-face. Hopefully, next academic year, we're not telling na magkakaroon ng face-to-face, and time will come. Everything will be normal again, and face-to-face will be possible. And again,
of course.
para sa mga gusto mag-avail ng mga calculators, we have here the link for the first one. And for the second one, we have here, it's NNTech MLA. So hanapin lang po natin yan doon sa ating mga online shopping shops na pinupuntahan po natin. And to avail of a discount, please use this voucher code. It's NNTE1128. Again, it's
I think that's
NNTE.
exclusive for teachers. Yung voucher is for the teachers only, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So ayan, exclusive lang. So extended ang ating Teachers Month and ating Teachers Month celebration kasi we still have this previous. Simply use the voucher code NNTE1128. It's NTech Manila. So again, NTech Manila is the official distributor or partners lang natin, Sir Joel.
I think yung sister company, yung sister-in-law niya, siya yung may-ari nun. And authorized dealer naman namin yun. At the same time, it's original products, makakasigurado sila. Kasi as we all know, pandemic season mahirap maglalabas, di ba? So online is the thing right now. So according to them, I think hanggang Monday lang yata yung promo code. So try to make the most out of it para sayang naman yung discounts.
Yeah.
Doon, maraming salamat.
Yes. Ulitin lang po natin again kasi iba ang nag-tune in. Ayan po ang first link and the second link is this one. I think, Sir Joel, tapos na tayo sa ating mga commentator this afternoon and ibalik lang natin yung kasama natin kanina, si Sir Gab. Sir Gab, nandiyan ka ba? Hello, Sir Gab.
Hindi ako malis,
Sa pinakamagaling Malabon.
Yes po. Sir, any comments po about our session this morning?
As expected naman po. So just like my introduction earlier, talagang when it comes to strategies, yung dalawa talaga ngayon yung hahangaan mo talaga. Walang merienda to ha. Yun po.
Ayan. So again, thank you, Sir Gab. And to formally close our session, let's have our closing message coming from our speakers. Let's start with Ma'am Reg.
Thank you so much, teachers, for joining us in today's webinar session. We actually, when Alay and I are preparing, ang prayer talaga namin is that we will have, bukod sa magandang internet connection, you will find it exciting for you and you will really feel na pwede nyo talaga siyang i-adapt sa mga respective classes nyo. So, I know things are not very smooth at times, but we are all doing our best for our learners and of course to improve din tayo as educators. So, yan lang po. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma'am Reg. Let's have Ma'am Alyssa.
Yan, first and foremost, thank you po sa opportunity, especially sa Casio at sa sa DepEd EdTech unit, 'di ba? Kasi yung pa-share namin, hindi lang naman para sa amin, hindi lang para dun sa parents, hindi lang para sa bata, but also sa teachers, first and foremost, syempre. Sana nga po nag-enjoy po kayo and sana magamit niyo po yung shinare namin para sa bata at para sa bayan nga, ika nga. Thank you po!
Thank you, Ma'am Alyssa. Let's have Sir Gab.
As usual po, let us use this pandemic to be more creative tayo mga teachers para do sa mga bata. It may be trying times for all of us, pero kung makikita natin yung creative juices natin lumalabas. And with this particular apps and calculators na meron tayo, let them assist tayo doon sa journey natin ngayon kasi makakatulong siya sa bata to self-regulate their learning, lalo na po in this time of pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Gab. And let's have our Casio Education Unit Head, Mr. Joel C. Serrano.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you again to everybody who participated for today. And of course, thank you, Sir Gab. Thank you, Sir Buddy, to Sir Marksy, si Director Abram. Maraming salamat. And of course, to our very good teachers for today, si Teacher Reg and Teacher Alyssa. So again, Casio is always here for you, no matter what happened. We are here to support you. Just simply visit our for educational page. You can visit edu.casio.com. And if you want to know more about our products, you can simply visit our official social media account. It's CasioCalculatorsPhilippines.com. So maraming salamat again. We share this webinar for free, and I hope you can also share this to your co-teachers and to your students for free as well. Maraming salamat ulit and see you again next time.
Yes, thank you, Sir Joel. And again, ayan po, para ma-update tayo sa mga changes, sa mga updates about Casio calculators, their products, and activities na Casio, simply visit their official Facebook page. It's Casio Calculators Philippines. And para ma-download natin yung kanina pa sinasabi nila, ma'am, ng mga emulators po, you can visit edu.casio.com/software license/index.php. So again, ayan po yung official educational site, educational platform ng Casio kung saan makakapag-download po tayo ng mga emulators for free. I think it's 90 days ang trial, free trial niya, and maganda to, and I think mag-enjoy tayong lahat para na magamit ito sa new normal in education. And that concludes our webinar session this morning. Again, thank you, Ma'am Regine Mae Esquilla. Thank you, Ma'am Alyssa. Thank you, Sir Gab. And thank you to our generous and handsome partners from Casio Calculators Philippines, Mr. Joel Serrano. Thank you, Sir Joel.
Thank you.
And that concludes our 18th episode of Casio Technology Session. Again, this is Mr. Salvador Imanansala de Pers, your Casio Tech host for 18 weeks, and hopefully we're going to see each other again next week with another lineup of very good and informative webinars spearheaded by Educational Technology Unit in partnership with Casio Calculators Philippines. Casio Nation, EdTech Nation, magkita-kita po ulit tayo susunod na Sabado, and as part of the DepEd, sama-sama tayo, tulong-tulong tayo sa pagsulong ng edukalidad sa ating bansa. Muli, stay safe, God bless, and kita-kits po ulit tayo sa susunod na Sabado. Paalam!